Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Empire of the Ghouls. As usual, we're going to do a quick recap of what occurred last session and then get underway. Well guys, the recap is going to be pretty quick because essentially all of last session was a big battle. You guys are in the dragon graveyard and a lot of different stuff has been thrown at you. The enemies that you face, these cave drakes, kind of started backing up as you fought them, and you guys kind of went deeper and deeper into this area. The ground is all sharp rocks and such that make the whole area difficult terrain for you guys, which made it quite difficult. As you guys kept backing away, you fell victim to several traps that were set up here, presumably by the kobold minions of the dragon Gondicap. You also ran into some ropers that were positioned on one side of the cavern area that used their very long tentacles to wrap people up, pull them in to try to bite them several times. We also had some graveyard dragons make an appearance. These were sort of previewed to you by Narrowsane when he said some of the undead dragons would serve as guardians of Gondicap's lair. And then, of course, there was the Kobold Wizard that you guys fought, who got a little bit of magic off against you guys before you managed to stop him. And then there was Gondicap himself, a cave dragon that used his breath weapons, multiple there, to great effect. So yeah, you guys suffered several wounds, dropped to the ground multiple times in this big massive battle. It was looking very bad for most of our player characters, but as this constant battle was going on and several characters were in very bad shape, a couple of characters had already tried to speak to Gondicap to convince him that you weren't there to try to kill him, but instead we're trying to make a deal with him, negotiate with him. Didn't do so well at that. Finally, we had Laud attempting to do the same thing. After this had been done multiple times, I indicated this will be done at disadvantage, again, just because we don't want the same thing tried over and over and over again. But luckily, even at disadvantage, we had a double 27 rolled on the persuasion, and that was good enough to convince Gondicap to ask his minions to stop fighting, to allow you guys all to retreat, except for Laud, who he said would be the one person allowed to negotiate. And that is where we wrapped up. Anything in particular during that battle that anybody wants to mention, a call out that might be inspiration worthy? All right, seeing nothing, then we'll go ahead and get right into it, folks. So yeah, big battle here. Well, let's go ahead and get back into the session proper. Okay, we find ourselves here back in the dragon graveyard. To kind of speed this along a little bit, player characters other than Laud, I'm assuming you guys are all going to agree to make your way out of the dragon graveyard back to the exit and not try to do anything nefarious or underhanded, or is there anything in particular people are trying to do other than just getting out?
I'm cool with that.
All right.
I'll take the win and leave for sure.
Doing a quick look at everybody's health. Nobody was down as best I can tell. So I'm going to assume you guys are released if you were grappled. If there was creatures fighting you, you see they sort of back off and look at you with hesitation. You guys do manage to make your way out. I'm going to go ahead and slide you guys to the south side of the map, as those of you that have been given the ability to retreat do just that. You slowly make your way out, avoiding stepping on any spaces that you hadn't already been, knowing that there could still be live traps in this area. You guys all essentially make your way to the exit here. I'm going to put you on this first square, but think of yourself as being off of this map in its entirety. So you're maybe 20 feet away from the mouth of the cave. As all this is occurring, Gondicap will look towards you, Laud, and in his booming voice he will say, "Place what it is you are giving me for negotiations on the ground. I will have one of my minions add it to my treasure. Then follow me."
Okay. I will take the vial of sunlight and place that on the ground.
All right, and you notice from the ceiling, you spotted this once before, you notice a little hatch opens in the ceiling, and you notice a kobold's face peering out suddenly, and you hear, You see this like little hook kind of pull mechanism lowers down, loops this cord around the vial of sunlight, and lifts it up into this hatch area. As you follow Gondicap still stepping around this very dangerous area, you'll see he kind of backs up like this, stepping, the whole ground kind of shaking a little bit here. You realize he's not a massive dragon. In fact, he's probably on the younger side if you had to guess. But you'll notice that as he steps over to here, he then kind of spins around, reminiscent of perhaps the way a cat moves. And then you'll see he's standing up tall, looking at you as he's on all four legs. And he says, "Now, what about my appearance is the most impressive to you?"
I mean, is that image of him accurate? Like
It is.
maybe it's like gold or whatever. Well, I mean, you're big and you're scary and you're gold. You look kind of royal. So, definitely a powerful dragon.
Go ahead and give me a perception check here, Lod.
Okay. Gotta find my sheet. 1 sec. Sorry. Perception.
Perception. All right, you notice, again, probably not being super familiar with this breed of dragon or dragons in general, since you haven't encountered a ton of them. You notice as you get a better look at him now, realizing that, before you were kind of moving quickly in battle, didn't have a great chance to just sit there and look and analyze him. He is obviously a dragon and large in size. Again, not massive compared to what you've heard stories of. But most interestingly, you realize that on top of his normal scaly skin, he is actually wearing the bones of another dragon as though made of armor. So think of him as wearing the bones of a dragon as a suit of bone armor.
Okay. If I recognize that, I'll mention that too. Also, your armor is very impressive. You must have destroyed that other dragon because you're bigger and stronger, right?
You see he kind of sticks his head up in the air very with a lot of pomp. "Ah, yes, of course. He challenged me and I had to show him what was what." You see he kind of looks around and you hear him like cock his head to the side as though he's listening. And then you see he turns back to you and blinks his eyes slowly, lazily. And then he says, "Okay, now, what is it that you wish to negotiate, little one?"
Well, you have a staff in your treasures that would help us with our quest. We're on a quest from Rava to basically, fix what's going on in the underworld here, and that staff is what's gonna help us solve it, get things back to normal, and change how things are run down here.
"You mean the most impressive staff in my treasure hoard? The one that is the centerpiece of everything that I own? That staff?"
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, maybe it's that. But we could, once we're done, we can maybe bring you back some other treasures that are even more important. Like, we're trying to fix, what's going on down here, and maybe we can get you like a crown or something that would show that you're the true king down here.
He lets out this sort of harumph sound, and you feel the sound of his breath actually brush up against you and kind of moves you ever so slightly, like unsteadies you on your feet. "I think not. That staff is the centerpiece of my hoard, as I have said. It is most important. It is a symbol of my victory over those vile Derricule."
Well, I mean, what if we could get you a better symbol or a different one once we're done with our mission?
"Wishes are not wants. What do you have now to trade for such a royal, valuable item?"
Well, I already gave you that vial, but
The vial was simply to have this negotiation, as you've said. Don't try to tempt me, young one.
Okay, well, let me look at my bag and see what's actually in here. And I'm gonna open up the bag and see what I've got. Well, I've got this moon-touched greatsword in here, which it shines and it can show that you can slaughter the ghouls like as you wish. And what else do I have in here? I've got these cultist robes and masks.
I am afraid you are coming up mightily short of such a legendary item. If you want such an item, you must be able to give over something that is of equal measure, a legendary item.
Well, I mean, I don't have any legendary items. My friends might have something, but you asked them to leave, so I
What
don't
do
know what
they
they have.
have that you think would be worth such a treasure?
I would have to ask them. I don't know. We found this book one time that was pretty neat. That's pretty much it. I mean, the book can like turn you into ghouls and stuff, and make you look like you're one of them.
You see, he kind
Um,
of like gets this look of disgust and spits on the ground. Do you happen to speak Draconic here, Lod?
I don't think so. Let me check.
Yeah, I was tempted to give you tongues on my way out, but I didn't want to cast a spell and come get mad at me.
Do I? Let me see if I have a.
Well, he's
Maybe a
speaking
spell
really
scroll of it?
quickly, so unless you already have this effect, you're not gonna be able to understand what he says.
Okay, no, I do not have that.
All right, so you will hear him speaking in Draconic then, and you'll hear the sound of movement from around the cave, and then you'll see he looks at you again carefully, and he says, "We shall see what your friends can come up with. So far, you are very much wanting."
Okay. So should I wait here or should I go get them?
You shall wait here. You have not been given leave.
Okay, I'll wait.
All right, rest of the team, as you're standing outside of the cave, about 5 minutes or so have passed since this rough battle. If there's anything you wanted to do in that 5 minutes, casting spells, applying healing potions, whatever, feel free to do that now.
I guess I'd have a chance. Like something that would take a turn, right? If anybody needs patching up, Caliban could offer to patch them up, which would let you use your hit dice.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I will certainly take some help.
All
Yeah.
right.
And I can cast some healing on folks as well. I'm gonna do a little on myself here.
If memory serves with the battle medic, that's limited in how often you can do that to somebody, and I believe you already did that to Artem, if memory serves.
Myself, I think it was.
He didn't do it to me because I have full hit dice, and I think that makes you spend a hit dice, right?
Oh, okay.
Does
It was me as well.
I did think it was limited that way. I just thought it took your action up. Was all. Let me healer. There we go.
I know it was like you could only do it like once per short rest or something to a single to the same person.
Yep, looks like they removed that. Again, my head's still a lot of times in 2014. It used to be limited to once per rest. So it looks like they removed that. So, yep, no worries. If you want to use that on folks, feel free.
Yeah, so we can burn a couple of those. I still have plenty of healing kits. That's funny. I stocked them up, carried them around all this time, and never. Now we're actually finally using them, which is nice. Oops.
And I have healing kits too. I took it off of a dead druid that we once knew, long time ago.
Yeah.
So
we're finally
I
getting to them.
can. How many times can I use this? Or can you do this on me?
I don't know, Adam. You may want to make that call if you want to say just once per person.
So a healer's kit, again, double check, but I think it has 10 charges. The feat says it's not limited in any way. So how many charges of healer's kits do you have? That's what you could do.
Okay. Oh, I still have 9. I have 9 left of this healer kit, and I have another steel, so I have 19 total. So I have lots of healer's kits. So I guess tell me how many hit dice do you want, and we'll burn some healer's kits up.
Give me 9.
Whew. I just imagine you be like looking like a mummy by the time I use up all of those. All right. Yeah.
Well, I've got a healer's kit you can have. It's fresh, never was used.
Yep. Sure. If you.
I tried giving it away before, but nobody could use them at the time. So
I think I had 3, right? So
yeah. So I'm giving you my healer's kit. I'm going to take it off my inventory.
Okay. Perfect. I still have 1 spare. Anybody else?
I would certainly like either 4 or 5 bits of healing if you can spare.
Yeah, do 5, and then that still leaves me with 15. Good. don't get to use that feature very often, so it's nice to have. That's cool.
Oops, sorry, that's not supposed to be 2 GM.
Yeah, and it's fine that you guys are rolling this. Technically, I believe Caliban is supposed to be the one that rolls it, but since you guys already posted it, we can keep those.
Gotcha. I can just subtract them, the rest of them from here. So I did one of them already, Caliban, but if you want to do 4 more, they're D6s.
I guess that averaged out.
All right, feel free to
Nice.
continue applying spells and doing updates. The healer's kit has a bonus to proficiency bonus, which should be 4 per die right now. So make sure you're including that. As you guys are applying this, you've been out, outside of the cave for a couple of minutes now. You'll notice from the entry mouth of the cave, this little reptilian or draconic type face kind of pokes its head around the corner. And you will see a kobold who looks at you and kind of looks its head and blinks a couple of times. Your friend said to give up your best, greatest, the most powerful magic items you have to me, and then take them in for bargaining.
Greatest items.
Wow.
What do
Yeah,
we have?
he said you would know what that means because you clearly know what your best ones are.
I only have one magic item. I have the magical rapier. What do you guys have? I don't know. I thought us doing a good deed to help kill or to get rid of some of the undead and cause some good stuff down here. I thought that would be a reward enough.
I have this staff that we just acquired, as well as that short sword.
That short sword of life stealing, right?
Yes.
It's not the definitely not cursed one.
Arn will look at the kobold and say, yes, that one.
Well, hand
But-
over whatever's the best, greatest ones. I'll take them in there for negotiations.
I believe the greatest one would probably be, and he looks at Archigale.
What are you looking at me for?
I've noticed that little thing you wear.
Oh, these? Well, these are the holy robes of Sister Adeline. You can't seriously think we should give these up.
Well, initially it didn't seem like a good idea, but faced with being killed, it might be.
And we need that. We're going to need that staff in order to get what we need to progress. So maybe the robes have served their purpose.
But think of the oncoming war that will happen. I think the robes will serve greater deeds. Many will die if they can't use them.
Laud might die right now if we do not give something up.
Oh, okay. Does everyone seem on board with that?
I don't remember what your robes do, but I do know that we need the staff. I mean, how is your robes gonna stop the war? I don't remember. Can you refresh my memory so I know if that's is as important as Laud's life?
Well, there's going to be a great revolution once we deal this strike and get the Archduke back. And then the king is going to overthrow the emperor. Of course, the people of Krakow are going to revolt.
And how's the robes going to stop that? I don't remember. Help me out
Well,
here.
That's not going to stop it. It's going to make it happen. So that we can kill as many ghouls as possible.
Okay, but help me out here. I'm sorry, I don't remember. How is it going to do that, though?
Oh, do you not remember what it does?
It was like 58 sessions ago, dude. I don't remember.
Here, I can post it. But you know, it does this thing with the light, and it burns up undead, and well, I guess for Lod, but he's gonna owe me, and so is the king.
Well, to be fair, Laud was simply chosen by this dragon to be the one to speak to him. It's really all of us that will owe you, because I feel as though quite a few of us were going to die in that chamber.
Laud really saved us there by sweet talking the dragon there.
All right, I will take off the robes and offer them to the kobold.
All right, he will take the necklace from you. He doesn't look all that impressed, and in fact, he actually looks at it like, eh. He goes, is this everything? Is your best stuff? That is what you want to offer?
This is incredible. What do you mean the best?
That's a relic.
If you say so. You see, he looks at you as though waiting for you to say, yeah, you have something else, or that's it.
Dude, I've only got the +1 rapier. I mean, that's all I got. Oh, wait a second. I do have an acorn that I got from a druid as well, but that's nothing for the spell component.
I got a cloak of Elvenkind. I'll give him.
All right, you take the cloak off. You see the kobold looks towards it and kind of holds it. It's a bit big for him because he's small stature, but you see he folds it up multiple times. And okay, that's 2. All right, anything else?
That's all we have, aside from the book here. But we need that.
You see he blinks his eyes at you a couple of times and then just kind of like shrugs, and you see he goes into the cave. All right, back in the cave, Lod, as you're kind of standing here awaiting, you notice Gondicap just kind of watching you intently, his eyes narrowing every now and again. You just hear the sound of his breathing going in and out. You start realizing that you're here by yourself, and obviously with all these hatches hidden in the ceilings and so forth, who knows how many creatures are actually around you right now. As these thoughts are kind of going through your mind, you'll hear the sound of some movement coming from the east, and then you'll notice Gondicap turns his head behind him, like serpentine almost, and you hear some conversation going on in Draconic, and then you see he turns back to you and he says, "It seems that your friends have offered some small prizes. Let's see here." And you notice this kobold coming from the east side. He steps up behind where Gondicap actually is and kind of walks up here, and you see he sets down. You recognize now what is clearly the holy robes of Sister Adelaide, as well as this cloak that you've seen Glory have before. He sets those to the ground, and you notice Gondicap looks towards them and says something again in Draconic, and you notice the kobold quickly makes his way out of here. You see he looks down at these and he looks up to you and he says, "This is what you offer? Surely you must have something more."
Well, those are the robes of Sister Adeline. Those are like a holy relic. They can basically destroy the undead or turn them away, and they're really powerful. I can kind of show you it. Well, I'd have to attune to it, so I probably can't. But that's quite the item.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check here, Lod. You see he looks down towards them, looks back up to you. "Your trade has been accepted. I shall procure the staff and send it out for you. You may make your way to the exit now."
Okay, thank you. It was a pleasure doing business. What's the safest way? Do I just go down?
"I shall have you escorted." And you see he turns and says something in Draconic once again, and you hear a response, "Yeah." And you see this kobold kind of come running up and speaks in Draconic to Gondicap as he's making his way back, and he looks to you and he says, "All right, follow me."
Okay.
All right, and as he escorts you to the exit here, you see he holds his hand out and he says, "All right, go that way."
Okay.
Ah, you are unharmed, Laudicus.
Yeah, he said he was gonna have the staff brought to us. Wait, just wait here.
Just go out. We'll bring it to you in just a moment. Hang on, just go out.
They're
Okay.
gift wrapping it.
Can I make an insight check on that kobold?
Sure.
Oh man, I'm so exhausted. There's no chance. So,
Yeah, I mean, as best you can tell, it seems though he's just trying to hurry you out. You don't sense any kind of deception or anything out of him.
okay. In
Hey,
that
Artem.
case, I'll drag my tired butt out. Yes. What is it?
Seeing that you're injured, I'm going to go ahead and, as badly as you were, I just saw your token. I'm going to go ahead and do some heal wounds on you.
Oh, thank you.
I asked if anyone needed it, and everyone's like, "Let me take a healing kit," because I don't know, the paladin can't heal, I guess.
Oh, I was very tired. I did not hear you well, but I will take it. Thank you so much.
I'm assuming there's not a like a map teleporter here. We're just gonna try to like exit the area if we can.
Yep. So if you guys state that you're exiting, we'll go ahead and move you back over to the map of the Imperium.
Yep, I would exit.
Oh, that was easy.
We only
Well-
lost the greatest weapon against undead ever.
But we don't have the
Yes.
staff yet. They're gonna bring it to us, right?
You didn't even get the staff?
hopefully.
He said he would bring it out.
Maybe after we save the world, you can come back here. We can come back here and see if we'll trade it back. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Will we need it after we save the world?
What, the robes?
No, we're going to be doing a different campaign at that time. But, it just hypothetically, right? Our characters could.
There will always be an undead plague of one sort or another on this world.
All right.
Better to have those weapons.
As you are waiting patiently out there, about 5 minutes or so passes, and you see a kobold once again emerging, holding on to this fairly interesting looking staff. You see he holds it out to you, or he's got like the head of the staff close to his chest, and he holds it out to you so you can grab onto the base.
I'll grab it from him and try to hand it to Archgale if I can.
All right, there you go. Now get, scoot, scat, get. And you see he turns back and goes in without waiting for a response.
Okay. I'm going to cast Identify on it. Once
Yeah,
he turns away.
I'll hand it over to you because I'll look at London and I'll go, thanks. I don't know what I can do with this.
Well, you gave up the robe, so I figured maybe you should hold it.
I don't want that undead abomination of a weapon.
So as you look at this staff, it looks to be a relatively simple staff, but it's topped with a humanoid skull and engraved with images of insects and spiders.
That would match kind of the description of what we were looking for, right? So we feel like we have not gotten bamboozled.
I'll let you decide if that makes sense to you. Yeah.
I think it would.
Okay. Is it magical?
You're casting Identify, you said? Or did you burn that slot, or are you doing this as a ritual?
Yeah, I'm going to burn the slot because I don't really want to hang out around here.
All right, you cast Identify. This is indeed the Staff of the Underworld. It's very interesting in how this staff is indicated, and I'm only noticing now that they don't have an image of the staff, so I'm trying to extract one of those from the module real quick. But yeah, let me go ahead and reveal to you what this does.
This is what we were searching for. The deal was a fair one. Does everyone see that, or just me?
Everyone.
I'm reading it now, yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it's quite powerful. Requires attunement by a ghoul spellcaster. Well,
Damn.
that's none of
Runa.
us, so
Damn, Runa, come on, bro. Couldn't last this long. Do you get the staff?
Maybe we should return this.
That's an important. Like I read right on past that. I didn't even read the Ghoul spellcaster part. I'd be like, yes. Oh no.
Maybe your shape changed. Maybe it won't understand that you're not actually a ghoul.
Yeah, maybe if you use the book. Use it.
No, that's not how that works.
How do you know? Have you tried it?
I'm-
Ever since you lost the robes, you just become such a Debbie Downer, dude.
Well, we shouldn't hang around here. I think we should try to get back to
To a bed, to sleep, or
Yes.
trance.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. Let's get far, far away from this horrible place.
All right, so is it your goal to try to make your way back to where you know Narrowsane to be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we want to try to take a short rest somewhere first?
I'd be down.
You could probably take one right here.
It's
That's what
probably a little safer around this place just because the dragon is here.
Sure.
All right. Sounds like you guys decide to just kind of relax here, spending an hour and trying to get a short rest. That time passes by uneventfully, so you can apply short rest.
All right, everybody will get 16 temporary hit points. And I will give myself and let's see how many people got it at 4. So me, Archgale, let's see, Glory, and I guess Artem will all get inspiration.
And how many
Sweet.
temp HP was that?
1/6.
And Adam, can I roll a con save to see if I get back one of my exhaustions?
You sure can.
Can I do the same thing but stand next to Barnaby?
The aura will not apply to this because this represents an hour of effort. It's not like occurrence at a moment.
And it's a con save, right?
Yep, just a DC 10.
I will spend my inspiration to re-roll that.
Okay.
At usual lot, I don't get the temp hit points from you, right?
Yeah, everybody but you.
All right, finally found the image and added it. So just for reference, that is what the staff looks like.
Nice.
Okay, so a short rest has been completed. You guys have recovered to some degree or another. Are you now trying to make the multiple day journey back to the where Narrowsane is known to be?
I think that makes sense.
Yep.
That's what we came to do, right?
Hey, Adam, does somebody have Grim Sheet and he can take a short rest as well?
Does somebody want to volunteer to control Grim today, or do we want to kind of sideline him?
I volunteer.
All right, we'll go ahead and give you access to that. Thanks very much, Archgale.
I just know he has a few short rest type stuff, so.
Okay, that should now be accessible to you there, Archgale.
Appears so. All right, let me take a... Wow. Man, I forgot how much of a beast he was.
I was going to say, I don't think he got hurt all that much.
Yeah.
And he would also get.
That's crazy that he didn't get hurt. We were getting hit by 115 points of
Well,
damage.
remember, he has Shield Master, so he was making a save and just absorbing all the damage. Yeah, I think he took like 10 or 15
crazy.
damage the entire battle.
That's great. I mean, so did I, but that's because I was blinked out for most of it. But
Right. All right, so you guys begin traveling back the way you came, knowing that you're going to go through the same kind of deal, passing by the docks, then make your way into the vermin-infested tunnels. You know, early in these vermin-infested tunnels, you're going to run into that rock slide area and have to, you know, climb up there. It's passable. It's just a little bit tight, so it's going to slow you down a little bit. And then eventually make your way back into the Last King's Lair.
Didn't it take us a couple of days to get here the last time? Is that
It
the case
did.
again or not?
Unless
So would we
something
take long
randomly
rests?
changes. Yep, you're expecting that.
Okay.
All right. So you guys,
I wasn't sure, like, if you're saying like this happened or like that was our path.
no, I'm just confirming what you're doing before I start advancing. Because if I don't confirm, they're like, wait, now we're in trouble. I would have casted this or I would have done that, right? So I'm just, you know, letting us know where you're going and what the expectations are.
Okay, gotcha.
Are we in trouble?
Well, let's find out. I'm assuming you guys continue marching and making your way back there. I'm not hearing any other action, so we'll start advancing time. All right, so you guys begin traveling. You spend about 4 hours or so making your way back down the tunnels. Based on how long it took you to travel here, it is starting to get late, at least as far as you can tell. Obviously, there's no sunlight down here in the caves, but based on your sort of body weariness and so forth, you are starting to feel a bit tired.
Maybe we should set up camp and put the hut and get a rest in.
Oh yes, that would be lovely. Can you make it smell of flowers?
Maybe. Do you know prestidigitation?
I do.
Well, you could do it.
Yes, but that doesn't last very long. But that's fine. I just want some place to lay my head.
All right, so you conjure the hut up with your team close by. Now feeling somewhat protected, even though you're in the tunnel here. You guys post watches, try to rest as best you can. This night passes by uneventfully, so you can go ahead and apply a long rest.
Woo!
Same deal as before with the temporary HP, and then for the inspiration, I think I could give it to everybody that doesn't have it. So
I have it now because we took a long rest, and I'm human, so I think you can give it to someone else.
yeah, I think it would just be everybody else that doesn't have it at this point, because I would have given it to like the 4 of us the last time, and I can give it to 4 more. So there's only 2 people who wouldn't have it yet.
Yep, sounds right to me. Any other special preparations you're taking before continuing to march on?
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor. on
Yeah,
myself.
I would do the same thing.
All right, feel free to do so.
Oh wait, we should use the book at this point, shouldn't we? Since we're maybe getting closer to the docks.
Yeah, good call.
Yes.
Okay,
And
then
just
I'll do
remember,
with that.
anyone with exhaustion, remember you can -1. So some of us may be down to 8 levels.
It does it automatically when you do long rest too. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
All right, so you use the new Akima's Book of the Hungering Dead special ability here to assume a ghoulish countenance. Each of you does so, starting to look ghoulish once again. Those of you that didn't already have dark vision, now you do, making it a little bit easier to navigate this area. Any other special preparations before continuing on? Okay, hearing nothing, we're going to go ahead and advance as you guys spend about another 2 hours or so making your way through the tunnels before you get to near where the docks are. As you're getting closer to the docks, you can certainly hear the sound of activity now. So you carefully make your way up, trying not to look conspicuous and just kind of scope out what you can see. You do notice that there seems to be a patrol here. It's fairly large, about 20 ghouls. You can see them moving around the docks itself. They don't seem to be moving at a super fast pace. You get the impression almost like they're patrolling. So kind of walking up and down the docks, walking around this area, scanning the surroundings, so that sort of deal. Anything you guys are trying to do other than just pass by here and get to the other side?
Nope, just trying to pass.
All right, so you guys walk without trying to hide your presence. Again, you look like ghouls, so you assume that that will protect you. You make your way by. You do notice that your group is spotted by some of the ghouls. You see some of the ghouls kind of look to one another, and they seem to be speaking, but you continue making your way this way, passing by them, watching your rear from time to time, and it does not seem like you're being pursued. So you spend another several hours getting to approximately here before realizing that night essentially it would be upon you once again, starting to feel a bit tired and needing to sleep.
Would it be realistic to think that we tried to take a short rest between one sleep and the other?
Had you mentioned it previously, absolutely, but since we fast forward, I'm going to say no.
Does Grim have the sigil ring on still that we had before?
I
Double
don't
check his
recall who
inventory.
took that. Yeah, double check.
Grim was definitely the one who had it, so I'm just making sure that he's still wearing it, because I think they said it had some special properties down here.
Yes, he has. He has. I don't think he has it listed, but from what I remember, it pretty much has the sigil of the king, and will keep the bugs from attacking us.
Yep, that's why I was mentioning it.
You said he
Yes, he does
doesn't?
have it there.
Okay, I was
Nope,
just
he
double
does,
checking
right here.
because you said he didn't have it listed. I was like, uh-oh. Underworld ring. Okay, that's good enough. All right, yeah, you guys wake up in the morning. Go ahead and apply another long rest if you're going to benefit from that. And is there any special preparations before you continue making your way through these tunnels to find Narrowsane once again?
No, I'm not gonna cast Mage Armor because I would think that this area is relatively safe.
I'm still gonna do mage armor. I don't trust these fools.
Adam, do you want me to re-roll the false life each day, just in case I roll terribly or wonderfully?
If it says it ends each time, if it's just temporary
Yep.
health, that ends each time you take a long rest. So yes.
Okay. In this case, I rolled the exact same against.
No
Seems
worries. That makes it easy enough. All right, using the book once again to assume the ghoulish countenance. All right, I'm not seeing anything else in chat, so I'm going to go ahead and advance as I'm assuming you guys continue marching on. You guys spend about another 3 hours making your way down these tunnels. Again, it's a bit difficult, kind of maze-like here. Since you've been here once before, maybe it's a little bit easier. There's still a little backwards, backtracking, that kind of thing as you find some dead ends. And then putting your heads together, you're like, no, this is the way. We got to go this way. Eventually, you do find yourself back in this central chamber that's fairly large with the very large mushroom growing seemingly at the center of the center chamber. As you enter, it's mere moments after entering when you notice many of the bugs and spiders and things that are all about this area that you've been seeing in small amounts suddenly group together, creating a mass, and once again, standing before you is Narrowsane. You see he looks towards you, who is currently holding his staff.
I think Artem was the last one to use it or look at it, so
We got
We
what
have
you wanted.
succeeded, your lordship.
He gives a slight smile and he says, "The appropriate title is Your Majesty, but I'll overlook this since you have brought back my staff. If you will please hand it to me."
wait 1 second, Artem. I will step forward. We lost a great tool and relic to acquire this. I hope you consider this when you take back control and look favorably upon the people of Krakova.
I can't make any promises at the moment, but as I told you the last time we spoke, I think it is a mistake for the Ghoul Imperium to be on the surface. Should I take over, I will withdraw all of my forces back down here underground to solidify control. I have no concerns about your kingdoms on the surface.
I will bow graciously. Thank you.
You are quite welcome, and for bringing me back such a mighty treasure. allow me to give you a small gift in return. You see he reaches into this pouch at his side and produces a lead box. And you see he holds it out sort of with one hand and the other hand held out, looking for you guys to give him the staff.
Artem will present it to him ceremonially.
All right, he will take the staff and he looks at it lovingly. In fact, you see this sort of smile on his face. You get this impression almost of like someone embracing a loved one as he grabs the staff and holds it very delicately. He kind of takes his eyes off the box as he holds the box out towards you, Artem.
And Artem will, with a look of someone that's done a lot of deals in the past, with a look of deference to this guy, he's going to take the box and sort of bow his head, say, "Your help is greatly appreciated."
As is yours. I hope that you will find the item in the box of benefit to you. I must say, I found it after this foolish cleric of Kors tried to take me on all by herself after she became lost in the tunnels here. I have no use for such an item. It may prove more useful to those who understand the importance of diplomacy.
Can we ask what it does? Can we ask what it is? Your Majesty, your Emperorship.
You see he looks towards you with a slight smile on his face. Oh, you certainly can. It is a necklace of prayer beads. It requires a holy or divine type person to use it, but it will allow you to cast some additional spells each day.
Oh, well, I think we only have one holy person in this group.
I think we should sell it. No, just kidding.
Hey,
Just kidding.
look, I lost a necklace, so you know what? It'll fit nicely where the last one was gone.
Yes, you do look strange without something around your neck. And Artem will hand him the box.
Thank you.
Excellent. Now that the staff has been returned to me, I can start taking additional measures in the resistance. You all have another goal in mind, as you have already mentioned. You are trying to head to Vandekul, and as I said, I would give you the assistance that I can. My recommendation to you is to head back the way you just came to the docks and acquire a vessel there and sail it across the Sulphur Sea, making your way for Vandekul. On the way there, I would recommend that you stop off at Chandelier Island. It is known to produce a particular type of oil from its rocky surfaces that will be a great advantage to you if you use it against other Derricule.
Where can we find this oil? It's just on the island, or do we have to go mine it or find something?
It drips from some of the rocky surfaces there on the island. They're chandelier-like rocks that hang above the island, and it drips slowly. You must harvest it carefully, but once you do so, using it against Derricule, you'll find it quite effective.
Can
we
we
throw it like a grenade or something?
Throw a grenade? What? How brutish do you expect? No, of course not. You simply bring a vial, you place it under where it is dripping, and you collect enough to be useful.
No, I meant do we once we've collected it, do we throw it at somebody?
Well, it is an oil, so you can apply it to weapons. I suppose if you got enough of it, you might be able to do what you are suggesting, but more frequently it is simply applied to a weapon and then used against the Derricule.
Oh, okay.
Your Emperorship, do you happen to have any extra vials just in case we don't have any in our inventory? Or know where we can get some?
I may have one or two around here that I can spare. Of course, I have to use several in my own research. Let me see what I can find for you. You see he kind of looks off into the corner. He doesn't say anything, but you get the impression almost of him speaking or communing with something. And then you see he looks back towards you and he says, "Well, I'm sure you'll want to be on your way shortly, but before you totally leave, do you have any questions that you wish to ask me before parting?"
Yeah, so they're still kind of looking for us. What's the best way to commandeer a vessel like you said? Well, can
Why,
we
of
just like
course,
just
of
pay?
course.
Oh, okay.
If you are clever or witty enough, you might be able to talk your way through it, though ships are quite valuable, so convincing someone to just give you a ship seems unlikely. You might be able to steal one if you are quick and stealthy enough, perhaps several options, but when in doubt, don't be afraid to resort to force to simply take it.
Okay.
Are
Can I
there
get
creatures in that water, or the sulfur sea, as you call it?
Oh, yes, many different types of creatures call the Sulphur Sea home.
Well,
can I
will
get
they
the,
attack boats randomly, or are they pretty? We leave them alone, they'll leave us alone, kind of a thing.
It depends on the type of creature. Yes, there are definitely some that will attack you. In fact, there are some that have grown accustomed to hunting for ghoul flesh, and they target ghoul vessels particularly. If you are using the book to appear ghoulish, that might actually trigger them. Of course, there are also ghoul vessels moving back and forth, so you will have to take a risk one way or the other. I would say just keep your eyes peeled for any type of dangers and be prepared to fight should you need to, but you look like you're capable enough.
Your emperorship, I have a question. If it's called the sulfur sea, is it like made of sulfur? So what I mean by that is, if we go inside the water, is that going to be poisonous to us people?
In general, it is not deadly for living creatures to enter the sulfur sea. It definitely has a odor to it, and there are certain parts of the sea where there are volcanic vents that can cause the liquid to be superheated and boiling. Usually you can see that from a bit of a distance, but in general, the sulfur sea is not immediately harmful. I wouldn't spend more time in it unless you absolutely need to, but no, it is not instantly deadly to the living.
Thank you, sir.
when we arrive at Vandecool, who should we look for? One of your contacts, I presume, but with a name.
Yes, you will want to seek out Marquis Laszlo Dimas and Marquess Dorova Grey Suture. They are my confidants and loyal followers. I must admit I haven't spoken to them in some time, but they have both expressed eternal fealty to me, and if you show them the ring that I gave you previously, I believe that they will aid you.
Can you spell those names?
Yep.
Do you know where we'd be likely to find them in the city? Like, do they have a place that they like to hang out?
Do you know much about Vandicule?
No, I've never been. Do you guys know anything?
No, I have never been underneath the ground here before they dragged me down here.
So, for your
No.
awareness, Vandicule is not necessarily a city per se. It is called the Pure City, but really what it is a vacation site for the Derricu nobles. The capital city is to the west. It is known as Derricon, the White City. The very most noble and richest of the nobles of the Derricule Imperium make their way to vacation in Vandicule. So it is sort of like a resort town, I suppose, to be the closest similarity to what you have on the surface. It is set on the shores of the Sulphur Sea, of course, and it is known as the favorite summer retreat of Emperor Nicephorus. It is called the Pure City for its invigorating sulfurous vapors. And as I mentioned, it's a popular locale for the nobles. They all seem to outdo each other, building elaborate palaces and boathouses along the shore, while slaves dig and die in the sulfur mines a few miles inland. Duke Moretto Lichmark rules Vandicule when the Emperor's not in town, and the Harvester Legion takes care of its defense.
Why would they take a prisoner there then? Um, from all the accounts I've heard, the Archduke was taken directly to Vandicule.
I can't say I know for sure, though I have heard rumors of a ritual that needed to be performed. If this ritual is needing someone's blood of royalty or something along those lines, perhaps your Archduke could be found there. Or it's also possible that they are simply taking him through Vandicule to Daracon. It's hard to say.
Do you know where they might do this ritual? Is it like a certain spot in the area, or is it, just kind of just anywhere?
It is again hard to say because I don't know the specifics of the ritual. There are multiple locations in Vandicule that potentially could serve that service. There is the Bat Keepers Hall in Vandicule. It's where the Loyal Order of Bat Keepers makes their stay. They have several different types of members, both living and unliving, and they use the bats as sort of a communication system and so forth. Maybe something could be done there. There's also the Buried Palace. That's more likely, I would suppose, to be a place of a ritual. Or again, it might be that this ritual is being done in Daracon. I cannot say for sure.
Well, last time we talked, you said that the ritual is being performed by Duke Moretto, and you said it's likely so that he could gain favor, and that he is the favorite Duke of the Emperor. So would it maybe be taking place at his palace?
Anything is possible. As I said, Duke Moretto Lichmark rules Vandicule when the Emperor is not there, so the Buried Palace could be where such a ritual would take place. The Daracule nobles are always conniving against one another, trying to get the upper hand and get the Emperor's favor. Duke Moretto Lichmark currently holds that position, though things change on a moment's notice in the Ghoul Imperium. He could simply be trying to secure that position by performing this ritual or delivering the Archduke to the Emperor himself. It is hard to say, though one can certainly see the appeal for the Emperor being able to be the one to eat this Archduke of yours.
Well, that wouldn't be good. Are there like any like secret like passphrases or anything that we need to know to try to blend in when we get there?
I haven't
He
been
could give
there.
us some.
I haven't been there in 15 years, so things may have changed, though things are usually fairly static in the Imperium, though the two contacts that I mentioned, Marquis Laszlo Dimas and Marquess Dorva Greysuture, they will be more up-to-date on the current comings and goings in Vandicule, and should be able to provide any type of special knowledge that you might need to get about Vandicule. You had asked previously where exactly to find them. I can't say I know where they will be, but once you arrive, if you simply tell the guards there that you are looking for them, I suppose that they would direct you to where they are staying.
And last time we talked to you, you also told us to use the guise of the Plaguejoy Legion. Maybe that would be a good reason why we should go see them.
If you are good at convincing, the patrols that you might find out around here would be unlikely to question someone trying to claim the moniker of the Legion, but in Vandicule itself, you're dealing with more experts, people who know these kind of things, people that actually might know the legions themselves and the various contingents of the Legion, who makes them up, their leaders. So unless you are really, really convincing, you might want to not use that kind of cover in Vandicule itself.
Lord convinced the dragon not to kill us.
You see, he turns
Yeah.
and looks towards Law and says, mighty impressive.
Yeah, I'm pretty good storyteller sometimes.
That is good to hear. Perhaps once the future is here, we will take you up on your skills and talents to tell the story of the rise of Narrowsand.
Yeah, it could be a pretty epic tale, all we'd like to hear.
Indeed it could. You see he's starting to look at his staff and slowly spinning it in his hands as he speaks to you.
Can I get the item I was given posted or something so I can add it to my sheet?
Sure. I can show you. Well, let's put it this way. I'm assuming you guys are going to exit Narrowsand here and then probably use Identify on this item to see specifically what it does.
Yeah, I'll do that. Probably ritually, but I would do it.
All right, is there any other conversation you want to have with Narrowsand here before you make your way out of his location, make your way back towards the docks? Okay, if nothing else, then Narrowsane will say his farewells, explode in a bunch of bugs once again. You will notice small groups of bugs making their way over towards you, and as you look at them, surprisingly, you see that this mass of bugs is carrying on their backs 2 small vials, glass vials. They make their way up to your group and kind of wait there expectantly. The Narrowsane himself is, of course, gone as he has exploded into bugs and dissipated. So these vials are yours to take before exiting.
I think you should
Okay.
take them, Barnaby.
And how many was that?
2.
Thank you, your lordship.
You say this to the bugs. You hear no response from them, of course, but you presume he has heard what you said. All right, we'll assume you guys then make your way out of this immediate area of Narrowsane, spending, like, say, 2 hours, make your way back into the tunnels. Once you're a bit away, you decide to take a quick break to ritually cast Identify on the necklace. So essentially, you open this lead box, you see a necklace inside of it, cast Identify on it, and this is what it does.
And do we roll for those? What
Nope.
types they are?
Nope, you'll see in the table it says number of beads. That's how many of each you have.
Nice.
Holy, that's really good.
But keep in mind that dawn doesn't really work here, so it might be the same way for this.
Is Shining Smite a spell in this? I've never heard of that.
I hadn't either, and I looked it up. Yeah, it's a paladin spell, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if Archgale has it, can he just cast that with this? Is it one of those things that, like, you know the spell, or does it have to be like on your list?
Nope, you attune to it, and then you can use the item to cast the spell.
Okay, cool.
Although it might not be bad to actually give to Barnaby, surprisingly.
Yeah, I was going to say so too.
Having 2 greater restorations on hand is pretty powerful.
Well, it's also their bonus actions.
Yeah, that's huge. I am out of diamond dust as well. I don't have any more diamond dust.
Yeah, that's not ideal. But yeah, this probably does make more sense on Barnaby, just because of a couple of those things.
Yeah, I think the smite.
But I already have that if I want it.
True.
It's a second level spell, so I mean, and plus it only works. It said, well, I mean, I guess I am a holy guy. I don't know if it would. It says, oh yeah, it does attune to paladins too. I already have bless. I already have cure wounds. I don't have greater restoration, but I have shining smite if I want it. So I already have all that stuff.
I'm not going to use a sword, really. I don't know if I can use the smite really ever. And if I am, things have gone horribly wrong.
It's still additional spell slots that can be cast as a bonus action. So, like, those things, even if you already have them, that alone is powerful. Like, if you would normally cast Bless, you get it twice per dawn as a bonus action without using a spell slot. Like, that alone is pretty good. So whoever, it doesn't matter if you already have it. Like, this, I think this is just worth somebody wearing. So one of the two of you should.
Yeah, I just don't think there's as much value to me wearing it because I'm not having a problem as much running out of spell slots either. You know,
fair
so
enough. I will take them then.
And as a quick reminder, what we learned from last session is that because this doesn't use a spell slot, you could use this as a bonus action and still cast a spell with your action.
That is true. That is kind of huge.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna always forget that.
I know,
It's gonna
that's
be
a
tough to
huge
wrap my head
change.
around that.
I know. Yep, same here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I guess it takes. I forget. Does it take a short or a long rest to attune?
Short.
Does anyone need a short rest while we're here? Like
I would like one just so I can try to shake off my last exhaustion.
Yeah, same for me as well.
Yeah, we
So
should
let's
take
do
rest.
that.
All right, you're able to take a short rest
Very well.
without any issue here. We'll assume that hour passes by. Feel free to make your saves to shake off exhaustion and attune to the item.
I will also now cast Mage Armor on myself as we're leaving the area.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration on that reroll, Adam.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. How much temp HP is it that we get from you, Vlad? It reset when we did that last long, right?
Yeah, it's 1/6. It's my level plus my charisma save modifier, or not save, but my charisma modifier.
Word.
All right, so speeding us along a little bit, you guys have a couple of more hours of journeying today before needing to take a long rest from travel. Is there anything else that you're wanting to do before continuing on your way?
I don't think so.
All right, let's speed you guys along then. We're going to assume you spend a couple of more hours travel. You get past the collapsed tunnel once again and find yourself starting to get a bit tired. We'll assume you conjure up the hut, you rest through, can apply a final long rest, waking up the next morning, finding yourself hopefully fully recovered and invigorated, and knowing you've only got about an hour and a half journey back to the docks, and see what you can see there about procuring a vessel.
And does that mean we, whoever gives out the inspiration for your feat, is that still applied?
Yeah, I don't think inspiration goes away.
Well, I just used mine because I had a bill roll earlier, so I used it again.
Oh yeah, I would hand it back out to you then. Sure. Yep.
I rolled good on Thursday night, guys. I just want to let you know what Adam just has his stuff jinxing me all the time for the last few years.
Yeah, I know. I say it's only been like 5 years now that you've rolled bad. So.
Yeah, it's something you've got some sort of button on here.
When we get up before we start leaving, I'll mage armor myself again.
Okay. Okay.
Adam, I have a question, an Arcana question.
Okay.
Do I think if we used the vial of sunlight and sort of placed it over these magic items, it would trick them into thinking it was dawn and they would regain charges underground?
You think maybe that would have worked, but unfortunately that's sitting in Gondicap's lair right now.
I know. It was an idea I had before this, but I'm curious if it would work or not.
Back to the graveyard.
Throw me an Arcana check. You don't think that would actually trick the items. It would have to be on for a significant period of time, and I don't believe the light from the vial lasted super long. It was like a short distance or short time duration. So yeah, you don't think that would actually affect it.
Okay, fair enough.
Right, and then just as a reminder, the temp HP does go away upon a long rest, so you won't be able to stack additional people. So I think you said you can give this to 4 people, so just keep in mind who doesn't have it.
It's 4 for the musician feat, which is the inspiration. It's 6 for the inspiring leader. So I've been giving that to everybody but Caliban every time.
And are those the exact same amount of temp HP, or are they different?
No, it's the same. It's based on my it's my level plus my charisma modifier, and it's 1/6 for everybody.
Okay. So in a sense, the musician feat, it's just allowing you to reapply it. So you have inspiring leader and musician. Is that what it is?
Correct. Yep. I have both of these, and they can both work on short or long rests. So.
So musician kind of isn't doing anything for you then.
Well, no. Musician is the inspiration piece. Inspiring leader is the temporary HP piece.
Oh, got it. Okay, so inspiring leader is the one that gives temp HP, and that allows you to do up to 6. Okay, got it.
Yep.
2024. It's everyone's Superman, you know.
Yeah, like these are very powerful abilities. Like this is the equivalent of the heal spell every single short rest.
Crazy.
Honestly, the feat I don't think is too bad because you're spending a feat on it, but a background origin thing to give refreshing inspiration all the time does seem a little bit busted. But you know, we're into the campaign. We'll see how it goes for the next one.
It is what it is, you know.
I do have a request for the party. So, before we go and steal a boat and start killing people, I would like to act friendly. Maybe try to find a blacksmith who can repair my armor.
We think we'll find that around here, or like
Well, imports, exports. You know, they might have just a blacksmith of some kind.
Could mending help your armor?
I don't know. Would you like to try?
Absolutely. I'll try. I'll cast mending.
Remind me how your armor got damaged. Was this from the black puddings?
Yes.
And I think that happened with Grim as well. I don't remember who it was, but Grim.
No, it was Blawd. That's why I have mage armor now. I completely lost my armor.
All right, so
It was only me and Archer.
Casting Mending will allow you to restore one of the lost armor class bonuses, but only one.
Okay. That's better than nothing, truth be told.
Yes. Lod, you don't have any armor, right? Your armor got burned away.
Yeah, I'm just wearing traveling clothes now, and casting mage armor on myself.
All right. Well, I don't know if we'll run into any sort of smiths down here, but if we do, we'll make them repair your armor.
All right, so you guys are taking any other precautions or any other spell casting before you make your way to the docks?
We're using the book, right?
Yeah.
All right, you use the book to appear as ghouls.
I think we technically did that already, but because it applied, unless we took a long rest. Did we take a long rest?
You
Yeah,
just
we just
finished
took a
one.
long rest.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Then yes, we'll use the book.
It's confusing that the fact that it's all dark all the time. I get confused what time of day it is too. It's okay.
Okay.
So what's the plan? Are we going to try to sneak up on one of them?
Probably be a lot easier than trying to fight the whole town.
I mean, we could just jump on a boat at the docks and then just fight everything on it and try to sail away. And
Yeah.
Yes.
Is anybody any good at sailing boats?
What do you
Before we
think?
make a decision, we should kind of get an idea how many boats are there first. Because if we steal a boat and they've got more boats, then we're just going to be overcome.
You saying like sabotage the other boats?
It's not a terrible idea.
we may not have a choice. We might just have to fight the
Right,
entire
but if they
time.
have 15 boats, it's a lot different than if they have 2. I just saying that we don't know how many boats they have. We don't know really what we're going to do until we actually get there.
Yes. Let's try to remain stealthy until we get there, and then we'll see what it looks like.
I don't know if we should. We appear friendly. I think we should just go in, be friendly, and maybe what we can do is try to hire one of the ships, and once we start sailing away, we can kill the crew.
That would work.
Very well. Just tell me when to start slashing.
Well, I'll leave the talking to you, but some like I said, but you know what Naro's saying told us is that the best guys for the time being is saying we're from the Plague Joy Legion. Their leader is Errol Gravewalker. We're a special unit. We don't answer to anyone.
except Arrow.
Yes. We report directly to Errol.
Can we commandeer a boat using that, do you think?
We could at least purchase passage on one, probably. I demand that you take me back for the regular fee.
Perhaps one of you wishes to speak their foul language. I can cast tongues on you. Lasts for an hour.
I say, Laud, he's been very persuasive lately.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe
Once
we do
we-
it when we get close.
Yes, once we are within earshot of the docks, I will touch you and cast upon you.
Okay.
All right, so you guys begin marching. You make your way out of this tunnel after about an hour. You start making your way closer to the docks. You got about 10 minutes or so to go to get to the docks.
I think now's your chance to cast tongues.
I cast tongues on Laud.
Okay, Laud, you are affected by the tongue spell. All right,
Alright.
and then I'm assuming you guys continue making your way to the docks.
Yes.
All right, so you find yourself entering the docks between these buildings. So you're kind of walking up between these buildings, finding yourselves on the docks proper. You notice as you arrive here, there's a few buildings in this area, along with some, obviously, members of this area. You notice some ghouls in the immediate vicinity. As you're approaching, you also notice that there is an elevated platform in this building just here to your north. And you notice a ghoul up here top, kind of looking down, watching you approach. Again, you all appear as ghouls, doesn't seem to take much attention, and they're just kind of scanning the area.
Is this kind of accurate description? Like this boat kind of looks like it's got a bunch of holes in it and stuff.
It's hard to tell from where you're at the moment.
Okay. Get another step forward.
I'm assuming the sea smells pretty bad.
It does. It has a very sulfurous smell to it. So, yep, as you get closer to it, it wafts up from down below. And, yeah, you can definitely catch those fumes.
Can we see anybody who might appear to be like the equivalent of like the port master? I don't know if that exists like in this universe, but a person that kind of takes the tolls and makes sure to that people are paying for tying up against the docks.
Go ahead and throw me a perception check as you scan around for anybody that might fit that kind of description. You don't see anybody like that, but you do hear sounds coming from your southeast from that building. You get the sense almost, even though you're in an undead place, that this sounds like a tavern of sorts.
All right. Try to walk in there then. Find the door if we can.
All right, and you find the door to be essentially right here at the precipice of the building. As you open the door and make your way in, there's not actually an inside map of this, but I'm just going to scoot you here. That kind of puts you on the inside. Once you're inside of the tavern itself, you're going to notice a couple of ghouls who are dressed like sailors. You see them kind of standing about here in the building. And then, perhaps more surprisingly, you notice an ethereal being here, a ghost, as best you can tell. And you see the ghost kind of hovering there. And as soon as you enter, you see it turns and it floats towards you with its hand out straight. And it says, "Please, good sir, you must help me. Please."
Yeah, I don't think I have time for this. I need passage. Passage to Vandercool. Me and my boys.
"Please, my body is lost in the sulfur sea. It must be recovered and burned, or I shall wail eternally."
Yeah, that's not our problem. We got a mission. Need a passage.
See if anybody else kind of picks up to that.
The ghouls look like they're kind of ignoring you and the ghost. They're just kind of looking forward. You notice there is like what you would assume to be sort of like a bartender behind a counter here, just kind of looking, scanning the area. All of these folks do look undead in here. Again, not super highly populated. But as the ghost is trying to talk to you, and you say that you're not going to help the ghost at all, you notice it fills with rage, and we're going to go ahead and put you guys in combat.
Okay.
Oh man, these other ghouls aren't helping her either.
All right, if you have some ability that allows you to adjust your initiative, please do so.
I think Graham gets one to re-roll with advantage, right?
I don't
Yeah,
think
he
he
does.
re-rolls. I think he has advantage, so he rolls a second time and then takes
Okay.
whichever one's better. So I'm assuming he'll get better than a 1.
And then I will offer. I will offer to switch with Caliban.
Sure, that would be good. It's 25. Wow.
All right, initiative has been set. So Caliban, you're the first to react. You're standing outside of the doorway as you notice Laud in front of you here speaking to this ethereal figure. And after Laud doesn't seem to like the deal that's being offered here, the ghost looks very vengeful and filled with rage, and you're the first to act.
Yeah, he was just gonna, keep an eye on Laud, making sure he didn't get in trouble in there. And sure enough, I guess as soon as Laud turned his back, this thing went for him. So he's going to. I'm assuming is the door, I think, right in front of that, kind of right there, right?
The door is right behind. So Laud stepped through the doorway and stopped right there. So the door is, yep, right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to pass through Laud to here and attack the ghost.
Okay, so you draw your blade and swing out at the ghost. Go ahead.
You know what, though? I don't know how good I'm going to do as far as hitting it. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Magic Missile at it.
Okay, feel free to post that. All right, the 3 glowing magical arrows flash out, striking into the ghost.
And then... Oh, I should have pushed Laud out of the way. I think that is all I can do. Laud, make a run for it. I'll end my turn.
Okay, Artem.
Okay, Artem is going to see that Caliban sort of rushed in there. He's going to rush in. I'm in here. Do the other ghouls look like they're reacting to this happening, or is it just too soon?
So quick indicator here. To get through the doorway, you have to go like this because the door is right behind Laud. So you make your way here. Do you still want to step to there?
No. From here, I'm not going to move out of her threatening range once I see the situation. I'll instead go here.
Okay. The ghouls don't seem to be reacting much to you guys fighting. Like, they might turn and glance your way, but they don't seem like they're taking much concern with it.
Okay. So I'll get to there, and I will bonus action Blade Song, and then I will swing.
Okay.
I'll do a truce. Actually, I'm just going to use normal attacks. So I'll just swing the Staff of Striking twice.
All right, you swing out, connecting against the ghost. Wounding the ghost. Second attack will also connect. Wounding the ghost again.
All right, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, Grimm's turn.
What did you do in there? 5, 10, 15, 20 to year? And he's gonna strike.
Swing out at the ghost and we'll connect.
Wow. I think. Oh wait, and then the 1d. Okay, well.
All right, Grim will notice that both his slashing and fire damage aren't as effective against this creature as he'd expect.
Shield bash.
Goes right through the ghost.
I kind of thought so. All right, second attack.
Yes, that will hit. Wounding the ghost again.
Is there a third attack? You attack.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a fighter all the way.
Okay.
Yes, that will hit it as well. As he hits the third time, the ghost dissipates. All right, you'll hear the nearby ghouls kind of chuckle a bit, and then you'll see one of them looks towards you guys and says, "Well, that's strange. The ghosts are usually smart enough to know that we don't help them at all."
Weird. Anyway, trying to get passage. Who should we talk to?
Passage where?
Vandercool.
And you see he kind of looks you up and down for a moment. Why would you be heading to Vandicule?
We're on a special mission. We're part of the Plaguejoy Legion. We don't answer any other questions about what we do, though. You should know this.
And you see he looks towards you and then just kind of shakes his head and turns back to the counter.
So no help here? Who is willing to help?
You see the other ghoul inside this building looks over to you and kind of looks you up and down and says, you should know better. There's no passage here unless you've already brought passage yourself.
Yeah, our original passage was months ago. Our mission's been a while. It's not just going to wait around.
Maybe you can go talk to that Shadow Fae and convince her to take you somewhere.
Where's the Shadow Fae?
He points through the building wall to the northwest. I think I just saw the skin trader coming in not too long ago. Go talk to them.
Alright, I guess we will. Bye. I'm assuming he was pointing towards, like, this building?
He was pointing to the northwest from where he was at. What you can take that for what you think that means.
Okay.
On the other dock over there.
Adam, can we see how many ships are out there?
Not close to the docks. You don't see any ships in the sea close by. All right, as you're moving this direction, you notice this purplish hound-like creature looks in your direction. You see it kind of lifts its head and does this sniff. You see this greenish energy that flutters in its eyes, seems to kind of trail away for a moment as it's there a moment and then gone and then right back.
Just keep walking.
Keep your distance from that thing.
You see,
Is this guy, like, standing my way, or can I kind of just walk past him?
he looks like he's moving boxes, kind of like placing things here and there. As you're getting a bit closer to him, though, you see he does stop and look towards you. What do you want?
Need passage to Vandercool.
You see he looks back over to the side, looks back to you and says, "Wait here."
Okay.
You see he crosses the gangplank entering this vessel. You see he walks to like the center area and it looks like he descends to a lower level of the vessel. After a few moments, you see he comes back out, makes his way up and says, "She'll be right out."
All right.
After a couple of minutes pass by, sure enough, you see this woman exit. She looks reminiscent of Shadow Fae that you've spotted previously on the Shadow Roads. You see her walking slowly out as though she's in no hurry at all. And then as she gets to here, you see she looks towards you and she says, "I hear that you're looking for passage."
Yeah, we gotta get back to Vandercool.
Interesting. And what is your business in Vandicule?
Well, we're part of the Plaguejoy Legion, but the rest of our businesses are our own.
I see. Well, in that case, let me ask you another question. And I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw.
And everyone is within my aura.
I will use a luck point to do this at advantage.
I'm gonna burn inspiration to reroll.
I am too.
I think because I'm assuming how much do we get, Barnaby? 5?
5.
I'm assuming a 12 is a failure.
12 is a failure.
I'll burn inspiration.
Sorry, Adam. I know I'm slow ruling here because I have a wisdom save thing where I can force it, but I can't find it. I don't use it that often. Is it Mage Slayer? Guarded Mind, wisdom saving. If you fail a wisdom saving, okay. Because I went to spend all that time looking to find what if I failed, then I roll that. Okay.
See what happens? All right, so let's see. And am I just double checking? Do we have Grim save as well?
Yes. I think you 16 plus whatever the save.
Okay, so looking at the rolls, we had a couple inspirations used. It looks like everybody has passed this effect. So essentially what you feel is the words that she's speaking is starting to sort of layer on you as though trying to apply like a charm effect. And as she speaks this and kind of looks at you all and realizes that none of you are affected by this, she says, "I'm afraid you will have to find passage elsewhere. I cannot ascertain the truth of what you're looking for, so therefore I can't help you." Now, if you would be so kind to exit this area, my crew has some provisions they have to carry to the warehouse. Be gone. And you see she turns and makes her way back.
So you might want to give her money or something.
Yeah. Make a bargain.
Well, she already left, but we could just take this by force. Kind of whispering this to the group.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do we want to first see if there's other options before we just go violent? Because if we start attacking this group, we're going to get ghouls coming out of the woodworks and everything at us.
I think that's going to happen no matter what.
I
don't see a lot of other boats. That's kind of our only choice if she's not willing to negotiate.
Like you said, we have a mission.
We want to do this.
Bring her out and offer her one more bit of coin.
Okay. Hey, you. I'll point to this guy. Tell her we'll pay. We gotta get back. Double their normal rate.
No, she already came and met with you. She's not interested.
Is there a boat? Is there another captain who's a little bit more flexible and not so snotty?
Maybe you go speak to the folks that sail the Crimson Bloater if they're still around. Some of them I know went to the Pit of All Flesh, but you might be able to find some of their crew down in the Hardy Spirits Tavern.
Is that piece of shit boat down there?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You do realize that the last group that impeded the work of Errol Gravewalker, he strung them up for 50, 60 years, and had them dangle by their ankle bones until their legs rotted off. You guys want to be part of that?
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check here, Caliban.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
All right, sure.
That's something I should be good at. That was try that again.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Look at my last 3 rolls. Is that insane?
Very swingy. You see,
Hysterical, yeah.
he looks you up and down. He says, I'll try asking her one more time.
Good job. You scared even me.
It was Laud's scary voice that he was using inspired me.
All right, you wait there for about 30 seconds or so, and then you notice that she comes back up on top deck. And as she does, you see she is holding a rapier out in her hand, and you see the ghoul that you were just speaking with's head is on the end of it. And you see she flicks the rapier and his head into the sulfur sea. And then she looks out at you and turns around, like dismissing you as she makes her way back down below.
I guess we're doing this the hard way.
That's
Well,
one
at least
less
she's getting-
one we have to fight.
Hey, maybe we could intimidate one of the other ones to go ask her as well, and then she can start taking care of the numbers for us.
That's true. We're ghouls and she isn't. Maybe they'll join us.
Hey, yeah, so Caliban will go up. Hey, you saw what she just did to your buddy. Look, we're gonna throw her overboard. Go to Vanderkool, and you guys can have the ship afterwards. What you do with it, entirely yours.
You see he looks towards you now, this ghast, and you smell this kind of horrific odor coming, like lingering off of him. You see he turns and he looks towards you and he says, I am loyal to my captain and I would meet the final fate for her.
All right. How about you over there? You loyal too?
You see he's like taking ropes and stuff like that and holding him, and he looks over towards you and he says, yes, I am loyal.
Well, I guess we tried, guys.
Artem is going to cast Conjure Minor Elementals.
All right, so if you're going to cast a spell, we'll go ahead and put you into initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, mechanically, I wasn't sure like how that works. Like, if you want to like preemptively cast a spell, can you do that, or is that You just have to like, you start making a threatening action and then like turn order happens, kind of a thing.
Yeah, there's no such thing as free turns. So like if you say I attack them, just because you say it doesn't mean you get a free turn before initiative starts. So if you're deciding to attack or cast a spell and you're in like a tense situation, you go right to initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Did not intend, but I thought maybe it was a possibility. But I didn't.
I mean,
Oh,
I was like thinking about the same thing. I was just gonna,
Yeah.
blast him with like an AOE spell or something before it started, but it was because of that question. I wasn't sure like how that works.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure if we could get a surprise round or not by saying, "Oh, let's walk away and then turn to attack." We were going to do it anyway. It's all good.
All right, but I don't do the conjure elementals, right? I have to wait for my turn.
Correct.
Okay.
Caliban, would you like to switch?
Yes, please. I suck at initiative.
I don't know why I don't know how I'm that good at it.
You must have a pretty good
I think
modifier.
I think alert gives you a big bonus too, right? Alert gives you like a
It
plus
does.
3.
It's +5 and advantage or something, right?
All right, doing a quick
I don't know if
double check.
yeah.
Let's see. I saw, okay, that one changed. So review your initiative, make sure it's accurate. Making sure everybody that had some kind of tweak got an opportunity to do their tweak.
For initiative?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Okay, so
I
initiative.
did change it though.
There you go. It's good.
All right, I just resorted, so hopefully it's accurate. Based on the time, guys, why don't we go ahead and pause here, take our 15-minute break, and then we'll come back and jump into this battle proper.
Sounds good.
All right, see you guys in a
All
bit.
right.
It's good.
All right, folks, we're back in the second half of our session here. We'll get you guys back over to the map as we find ourselves in a battle scenario here. All right, so you guys are trying to take control of this vessel. We start at the top of the round with an opponent. They don't necessarily know what's going on quite yet. Obviously, they've seen this conversation occurring. You might not even know where they are, but they've seen this conversation occur on the shore here or on the docks. They're not going to take any specific action right away, but we'll go over to Caliban's turn.
Okay, Caliban's going to move to here and then to here. And can I attempt a push of the ghast off of the dock?
You sure can. Yep, go ahead and you're making a push attempt. So that takes one of your attacks. He gets to make his choice of strength or dexterity saving throw. And that will be against your strength DC. So he's going to make a strength check. So this should be 8 plus your proficiency, which would be 4. That's 12. What's your strength mod?
+3.
So 15. 8 plus 4, 12 plus 15. Yep, so he needs a 15 to block you. All right, you do indeed manage to shove him off, and he falls about 10 feet off the docks into the Sulphur Sea. You hear like a splash, and then you see him like starting to move. It's not his turn yet, but he's going to start moving.
Okay, that used just one of my attacks, though?
Correct, yep.
Can I swing twice at the one in front of me?
Yep, so you draw your blade. I'm assuming you don't have your shield equipped at this point. Is that fair?
That's fair. I have reflected my AC there as well. Yep.
All right, fair enough. So, yep, make your attack.
And again, sorry, all the questions. Can that first one be True Strike?
I forget how your abilities posted. If it just says you can swap it out, then yes.
Yeah, it says one of your I guess True Strike.
Just post the ability, because like you essentially took the attack action to do a push, right? So as long as your ability says as part of the attack action you can swap one of your attacks for a spell, then yes.
Yep, that's I just read that, and it is under. Yep, right here.
Yep, so yeah, that'll work fine.
Okay. doing 2 hands. Hey, sweet. Let's see if I can actually hit.
24 will certainly hit. All right, you slash into the ghoul, wounding it.
I still have it set to fire, Adam. Sorry. I guess that could be fire. It was. I normally have it radiant. I can't remember why we switched it. We had one fight where we switched it. I forgot to switch it back. It normally is radiant. Your call.
Well, you can decide what do you want it to be.
I'd choose radiant. Yeah. Please.
Okay. It seems to damage him.
All right, and last attack.
Yes, that will hit.
7, and I'll sap him if he's still up.
He is still up. That will wound him badly, though.
Okay. And that will end my turn.
All right, after your turn, Caliban, as this commotion now starts going, you hear the ghouls shouting. There's a lot of commotion on the deck itself. Caliban, from an unknown attacker, you're going to be shot by readied action. So here comes this attack at advantage. You cannot see this attacker, so they have advantage against you. $24. Looks like that is going to hit.
That'll hit. Yep.
All right, so as this strike hits you, because you can't see this attacker, they're going to apply damage. Then they're also going to use sneak attack. And roll 20 decided to crash right here. Hey, that's longer than I usually get per night, so let me just do a quick refresh.
Adam, can we see where it came from? What direction?
Yeah, I'll explain that in just a moment. All right, so that's going to be 7 points of damage from that part. And then the sneak attack, which will do another 9, so that's 16 points of damage. And activating the special ability, that is going to knock you prone here, Caliban.
Thinking he's hot stuff, where he pushes one off and hacks the other one, and then suddenly flat on his back from a crossbow bolt from the blue.
Yeah, so essentially as you're swinging, the rest of the team, you will notice this bolt comes flying from up this building, strikes Caliban in the back, surprising him and knocking him to the ground. All right, from inside the boat then, after this commotion goes up, you notice this woman returning topside as she exits the stairs. All right, and on the vessel here, she's going to go ahead and look out towards Caliban using a withering stare. So Caliban, as you are looked at very intently, I'll need a wisdom saving throw.
If that fails, I'm going to use
It does.
Okay, safe to say. I just looked this up, so I just have to find it again. Where did I wore Mage Slayer? Guarded Mind, so I'll use my wisdom saving throw to cause it to be a succeed.
All right, so that is burned then until a short rest. All right, and then you're going to notice as she vanishes through the darkness to reappear here. And then she is going to attack you with her rapier, and she's going to attack you 3 times. Since you're prone, these attacks are at advantage. So the first is going to be a critical hit. The primary damage here is cold, so here comes a critical hit cold. All right, maximum damage from the cold plus normal damage. And creature is paralyzed until the end of its next turn. Oof, that's a rough one. Okay, so here comes the damage. All right, so maximum damage that she can deal. And then a roll. Okay, so we're going to add on top of that 18 cold. So that's going to be a total of 38 points of damage to you, Caliban. And then you're paralyzed until the end of your next turn. She's going to follow that up with a second attack. 24 is going to hit. Since you're paralyzed, that's an auto
Can
crit.
Can I react to that with my cutting words to potentially
what?
reduce that by reduce the attack roll by a 1d10?
Sure, burn your reaction. Go ahead and roll that.
Ah, God.
Okay, unfortunately that will still hit, so this is going to be another critical. All right, same effect, so no additional, but that is still be significant damage. So here we go. All right, and we'll add 18 on top of that, so it's going to be 36 points of damage.
He is down.
All right, and she's going to take her last attack also on you, Caliban, which will also hit, doing 2 failed death saves. Okay, next up, this is just bad turn order, unfortunately, because, yeah, you've got 2 more opponents here. So this next one here is going to go ahead and move up to here. And, let's see, 15. Nah, he's going to keep moving. He's coming after Laud, so he's going to move up to here. And he's going to attempt to bite Laud a couple of times. 22 is going to hit. That's going to be 10 points of damage to Laud. Then a second bite, which will miss. All right, this guy's in the Sulfur Sea. He's going to go ahead and swim to there. Okay, Laud, your turn.
Okay. Well, it's changed what I was gonna do, but I am going to. Hopefully, this will be enough. I'm going to cast Healing Word at the 3rd level on Caliban.
All right, yeah, feel free to post that.
So there's that, and then so 20 points of healing, and then I'm going to, as my action, disengage and move back 5, say 10 to there, and I'll end my turn.
Okay, Artem.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, Artem is going to bonus action Blade Song. And then am I bound to do the Conjure Elemental thing?
Nope, no, it's like you started doing it, and then everything started going around behind you, so you can feel free to do whatever you want.
Okay. I am going to cast a different spell instead. So I'll move here after the Blade Song. And he's going to cast Steel Wind Strike. So it's going to be... I'm going to start with the dog.
Okay.
And then it's going to go this guy, her, him, and then this guy.
Okay.
This one on the bottom is like out of the water, basically, right?
He's still in the water, but it doesn't matter for your spell. You can still zip down there, hit him, and then just teleport 10 feet away from any of the targets.
Yeah, I think it's 5 feet away. I could be wrong, but does that
5 feet?
matter? Would I still get on the dock?
Yeah, well, remember, you don't have to pick the last person anymore. You get to pick any of them. So if you wanted to be 5 feet from him, he's 10 feet below. So yeah, unfortunately, that would put you in the water. But you can pick any of the other targets and be 5 or whatever feet away.
All right. I want him because he's out of the way of everybody. But all right. All right. So I guess I'll roll this for the first one just so I can have the damage thing here.
Yep, so dog first. So 16 will hit the dog.
It's not working for the damage.
Yep, just do a refresh. Seems right about halfway through is when Roll20 decides to crash for everybody.
Let me see if I can just find it on the combat section. It probably just has that ready to roll.
And if not, you can just roll the dice, slash roll 6d10. All right, so you zip over to the dog, slashing into him, wounding him. Next attack was against the ghoul, you said. That's going to miss. The next one was against her, so that's a 16 plus 8, 24. That's going to hit. That will wound her. The last ghoul, that will hit. He will be killed regardless of damage.
Adam, can you show her? She has not shown any green.
Yep, thanks for calling that out. The last guy you will miss. So, and which one would you like to pick to appear from?
I'm going to appear. You know what? I'll appear right next to her.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right, this guy's turn. He's going to make his way off the docks, come down here next to you, Artem. And he's going to go ahead and make a couple of attacks against you. So first he's going to use his bite.
This first one, I'm going to give him disadvantage with my luck.
All right, burn that point. He's rolled a 16 against you. What is your AC?
It's 18. The blade's ongoing.
All right, he's going to activate his precision ability to make that 21 to hit you.
He's precision, so I tell you what.
All right, so that's going to hit.
I guess at that point, then I will activate my reaction to do shield.
All right, go ahead and burn that. That sets your AC to 23, so that will miss. He will then follow that up with a claws attack. That will miss, and I believe he gets one more. Nope, that'll be his attacks. Okay, so he's going to miss you those times. All right, move to the dog's turn. The dog is actually going to fly. You're going to see he goes out to here to go after the wounded Caliban. So as he flies after Caliban, he has a special bonus action that you can only use against prone targets. So he's going to use this on Caliban. Caliban, you're currently paralyzed. Let me just double check. Okay, so you still get to make this saving throw, so I'm going to go ahead and post this. All right, so DC 14 con save there, Caliban. You take the damage automatically, but this can have a bad effect if you fail this save. That's going to be 15 points of slashing damage dealt, and then a con save.
Okay, so I can make I still get to roll the con save. And I've already burnt the other one. I don't think I can do... That's an ability one. Okay. Come on, con save. Is that normal?
Yep, just straight up. All right, so you'll succeed on... Well, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That will succeed. No issues there. He's then going to use...
I was really concentrating on it, to be truthful.
You were concentrating on Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, I was. I was really focused on
Oh,
it.
yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then that was his bonus action. So now he's going to take his action to bite you. Again, this attack is at advantage, and you're still paralyzed. So that is going to miss. So he chomps down on your armor, but is unable to penetrate. All right. There is some commotion from going around. That takes some time, of course. So we'll move over to Grim.
Okay. Move 5 feet here. Oh, get out of my way. He's going to attack.
Yeah, that'll certainly hit.
Wow. I never actually even get these kinds of crits. So is this a crit piercing?
Slashing. The Shamshir is
Slash, okay.
slashing. All right, so go ahead and push the crit damage, and then he'll take another d6 bleed at the start of his turn. All right, so 21 points of damage. That's going to badly wound him.
But he also has like Savage Attacker, but I don't know if it's worth it for this session.
That's correct.
Savage
so-
Attacker, I think, lets you re-roll the dice once. He got a 3 and a 6. If you want to re-roll, then you're using that up, though, for this turn.
Nope, that's okay. Shield Bash.
All right, Shield Bash against the Ghoul. Here comes the save. 16. I think it's...
The sheet just crashed, so give me a second.
I believe it's higher than that, though, so I think that's going to set him prone.
Okay, and then that'll give this next attack advantage, right?
Yes. 17's good enough. All right, and that's going to slay this Ghoul.
Okay, so we move 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. He's going to attack the lady with his last attack.
All right. 26, yeah, that'll hit. All right, slash towards her and wound her.
Okay, I think this is worth it. And so if you attack with an action, that means that you get all 3 attacks, right?
If you're asking if you use action surge, you get all 3, yes.
Okay, then he's going to action surge, and we're going to do it again. So here's another attack.
That will miss.
Wow. It's a fumble. Oh, but
this is actually his 4th attack in the round, and fumbles only apply to the first attack.
Okay.
24 will hit. That will scratch against her arm, wounding her.
I think I will want to use the thing for that.
If you mean Shield Bash, I'm pretty sure that's once per turn.
No, the
Savage Attacker?
Savage Attacker. Yeah, to re-roll that.
Okay, yep, roll a 3, so go ahead and just roll a different D8.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to remember if you have to take the new die.
I think you
I think
do.
it takes the best of the two.
All right, I'm just going to keep what it was for now then. I'll double check that, but...
Then last attack.
Yep, says use either. All right, that
Oh
one
my
personally misses
goodness.
well.
I'm not doing grim honor or justice right now.
Hey, you rolled a crit, brother.
Yeah, in my turn.
All right, over to Glory.
Okay, bonus action, Rage. And then I'm going to move here. I'm going to hit the pink thing.
All right, you swing out after the Flying Hound. "12" is going to miss. 25 will connect. All right, you slash into the Hound, wounding it. All righty, from up top, a shot is going to fire out at Glory. Glory, you cannot see this attacker, so this attack's going to be at advantage. A 19, that is going to hit. That is going to deal 7 damage plus sneak of 3, so that's 10 damage total on that strike. And let's see. Yep, that's going to be it for that turn. All right, some commotion from down below. Okay, this crew member is going to make his way off the boat, get to here, and going to attack after Artem. All right, this ghast will try to attack with its bite. 18, you still have shield on, that's going to miss. Alrighty, this one's turn. All right, he's going to go ahead and move to there and seems to be focusing. All right, this hound is going to go ahead and fly. All right, once the hound gets to here, it's going to let out a howl. This howl is going to echo around this area, affecting everyone. I'll need all of you to make wisdom saving throws.
My sheet crashed, but I will use a luck point to roll this at advantage.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
All right, so Grim failed.
I assume I failed.
You did, yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Laud, even at advantage with the aura, you'll succeed.
Okay.
16.
All right, 16's a success. Grim will still fail.
Oh my goodness. Can I use inspiration on that?
Okay.
Since he just generates those like candy. There we go.
All right, that will succeed. Okay, next
Let
up
me-
is...
Oh, I gotta roll mine for Archkill.
All right, you are good to go. Next up is Barnaby.
All right, and I am going to cast a level 2 bless spell, and I am going to go ahead and get Artem, Caliban, Grim, and myself.
Is level 2 more than a D4?
No, level 2 just means I can get one more person.
More
Normally
people,
only
okay.
3. Yeah.
Don't need
Yeah.
to change my macro. Okay, cool.
No, yeah. So, and then not really much I can do as a bonus action. So, actually, as a bonus action, I will go ahead and give Caliban 30 points of hit points with the lay on hands.
Woo-wee. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Okay, Archkill.
Okay, let me switch. Alright, how do I want to do this? Let me check something real quick. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians on myself at the 4th level.
Okay, that will appear, this aura will appear around you.
Okay, and I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, that aura will touch upon 2 creatures here, so let's go ahead and make those saves. All right, the hound will fail, the woman will succeed.
Okay, and I believe on a success it's half damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that damage has been applied as the spirits flit about.
All right. That is what I got. So I'm gonna end my turn there.
All right, we hear some movement from inside this building. So it's going to be a move and a dash as this guy makes his way out the door. And similarly inside. Almost out the door. All right, back to the top of the round. Laud, this individual is going to take a shot at you from here. You're unable to see this attacker, so this attack's at advantage. 17. Looks like that's going to hit.
Yes, and I don't think I can do anything because I already reacted.
All right, so that's going to strike you for 11 plus 6, 17 points of damage, and that's going to knock you prone.
Okay.
All right, next up is Caliban. You're paralyzed. Your paralyze ends when you end your turn. You did fall to 0 HP, right?
I did, yep.
All right, so you've added that 1 level of exhaustion since you were brought back up. So we'll skip your turn, but you're no longer paralyzed. All right, we move to her turn. She's going to continue stabbing at Caliban, who's on the ground, taking advantage of that. So here comes... actually, she can do her stare and make 3 attacks. So she's going to go ahead and do her stare at Artem. So Artem, wisdom saving throw. Okay, that will be a failure.
Artem, just remember you. I don't know if you have bless, but you're also within my aura too.
Yep, I see Bless is
yep.
already applied there. So he rolled a 1. So that is a failure. All right, so with that, you have the frightened condition, Artem.
Okay. Is this a spell?
It is not considered a spell, no. All right, so that's her first part of her multi-attack. Then she's going to make 3 attacks at Caliban, taking advantage of the fact that he's prone, so these attacks are at advantage. So 19 as she stabs down. That's just going to barely miss. She'll follow up with a second attack. 21, that's going to hit.
I'll use my reaction because I shove that back now, don't I?
Yeah,
Not paralyzed anymore.
correct. Yeah.
I will shield. I will shield that.
All right, she's going to activate her precision ability to break your shield. And that will deal 14 points of damage to you, Caliban. She'll follow it up with her last attack. 17 is not going to be enough. Bonus action, non-spell teleport. She is going to teleport back to here. And you're going to see she then moves to here. All right, we move to the next one. All right, this guy is going to go ahead and climb out of the Sulfur Sea here, spending half his movement to be able to climb up to here. And then move to there. Wait a minute. Did I lose my... Oh, that guy was flagged, but it's actually not his turn yet. That's what's confusing me here. Okay, I'm going to move him back. So we're actually at this one's turn. Okay, so, no, I think something reset. Yeah, somehow it got reset. That's weird. So just one moment. It was his turn. Yeah, somehow it reset to the top of the initiative order. I'm not sure what happened there. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and climb out, get to
He
there.
decided to dodge. He took the dodge action.
I don't know. That was weird. But we're to Laud's turn now. So Laud currently prone. What would you like to do?
I will stand up, and then so that guy dashed to get to me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Not ideal spot to be in. This is not the best. I think I have to cast Blink here. Do that, and then bonus action will be I'm going to give inspiration to Caliban here, and that is going to be my turn, and we'll see if the blink works.
Thank you.
It does. So I'm in the ethereal plane.
All right. Okay, Artem, your turn. You are frightened.
Okay. But we have determined, right, with Steel Wind Strike, I don't actually move. Correct? To people?
Correct. You can use it. You're still affected by frightened, so all your attacks would be at disadvantage, but you could use it, yep.
So yes, I am going to do that. So again, number 1 is going to be the dog. Always number 1. And then this guy, her, and this guy back here. Actually,
Okay.
he might be out of 30 for me. Let me see real quick. Oh, yeah, he's 35. So I'm actually going to do the last one on this guy.
Okay.
All right. So first one.
Remember to cast that or do that twice because all these attacks are at disadvantage.
I just roll a d20. Just I guess I just give myself the spell slot, but
All right, so 10 plus what you're adding, that will be good enough to hit the dog. Go ahead and post damage. Okay, that will wound the dog. All right, second one is a 6. All right, so you added 2 for bless. So, and that was this guy here. So let's see, that's 8. I think you're adding 8 normally.
yeah. So 8 plus so 10 total added.
So 16, that'll be good enough to hit him. All right, that will destroy him straight out.
Nice.
All right, and the next one you said was her, right?
Yes, I guess her. Yep.
All right, so 16 is going to miss her. Or actually, no, that's even 15, right? So 15 will definitely miss her.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. And then the last guy's the one in the middle of the boat.
Middle of the boat, okay. Yep, that'll be good enough.
Sorry, roll 20 is really struggling for me.
Yeah, I just had to reload.
All right, that will wound him.
All right, and I am once again going to be right next. Actually, can I not teleport there because I'm frightened of her?
I would say you can't get closer to her, right? Because that's the limitations of frightened.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to stay where I am.
All right, you reappear where you are.
And that's it.
All right, this guy's turn. He sees that Caliban is still prone, so he's going to step up. And he's going to go ahead and attack Caliban on the ground there. What is that for? Oh, for him entering. Okay, here comes the save. Yeah, that will affect him. Okay, that will wound him as he then attacks Caliban there. All right, 12 will miss. He'll follow that up with a claw attack. 20. Looks like that's going to hit.
I'm still shielded.
All right, so that will go ahead and miss. Move over to this guy's turn. So he is actually going to use his special ability that only works on prone people to attack you here, Caliban.
Does he have to? I don't remember. Is it only if he stays in or if he starts in regards to
Only
the aura?
affects him once per round anyway, and it already affected him this round.
Okay.
If he hits Caliban, I'd like to use Sentinel.
Let's see. I'm not or hits a target. So this is not considered an attack, so Sentinel won't apply here. There's no attack roll.
Oh, okay.
So Constitution saving throw, Caliban, you will take 11 points of slashing damage. All right, that's good enough. That will succeed. He's going to follow that up with a bite attack against you, Caliban. This is at advantage. 21. You're still shielded, so that will not get through. All right, this guy is now making his way out of the tavern. All right, we move over to Grimm's turn.
Right. All right, so he's going to attack the target right in front of him.
Okay. Yeah, 19 will hit. All right, Shamshir slashes across his chest, wounding him.
Shield bash.
All right, shield bash, trying to knock him off of his feet. Yeah, that's a success. He will get knocked prone.
Second attack.
30 will certainly hit. Wounding him.
Third attack.
Yes, that will hit as well. Wounding him again.
Let's see. Okay. This is, I guess fighter's pretty easy, so I'm gonna end my turn. Not a whole lot of thinking I gotta do.
All right, we move over to Glory.
I'm gonna hit the dog thing.
All right.
I'm gonna attack recklessly.
Okay. 16's good enough. That will wound the hound.
I'm going to pole strike.
That will hit.
Oh wait, this has extra damage. Take 7 off of that. 4 damage. It should have only been 4 damage.
All right, pole strike will connect on the hound.
Okay, second attack then.
Yes, that'll hit as well. Wounding the hound again. Oh, and I forgot. Artem, go ahead and throw me another wisdom save. That would have been at the end of your turn. All right, you are no longer frightened, Artem. All right, over to this area here. We are going to have a bolt fired down upon Archgale from an unseen attacker. 26 is going to hit Archgale. That's going to deal 12 points of damage. He's going to make his way up. All right, this guy's going to go ahead and come over here and attack Artem. 24 is going to hit Artem. That will deal 11 points of damage to Artem. Artem, after he hits you, he's going to activate his Vex ability to now attack you at advantage.
Okay.
18, I believe that's good enough.
Yes, I will do my reaction, do shield on that.
All right, go ahead and burn that spell slot. Your shield absorbs that. All right, this guy's turn. Laud, this is something you've never seen before. This dog starts flying towards you and then taunting Archgale just before he touches the Spirit Guardians. He goes into the ethereal plane and flies up next to you and attacks you.
Oh, okay. Hello.
15 as his jaws snap by you, but is unable to connect. Okay, Barnaby.
All right, I am actually going to put on my shield. That may sound like a wussy move, but it's what I got to do.
All right, action Don Shield.
Yeah, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to stand still.
Okay, Archgale.
Okay. I cast heal on Caliban.
All right, go ahead and burn that slot. Okay, Caliban, you get back 70 HP, and if you have any of those conditions listed, they are wiped away.
Whee! Thank you, sir.
Anything else,
Okay.
Archgale?
Yes, I'm going to move here.
All right, that will touch to the ghast. Here comes a wisdom save. Yeah, he'll be affected. That will wound the ghast.
And then I'm going to... So let's see, that's 5, 10, 15 to here.
Okay, that will touch the guy in the back. Yep, that will affect him. Wounding him as those spirits strike out.
And back to my original position and end turn.
Alrighty, this guy's turn. Alright, he's going to move to here, and then he's going to shoot you, Archgale. That crossbow bolt flies across the air, but does not connect. He will then activate his precision ability to make that a 22 and hit you.
I will reaction shield.
Alright, go ahead and burn that slot as that is absorbed. Alrighty, this guy's turn. From the doorway, he is also going to shoot you, Archgale. He's going to activate his steady aim ability to make this attack at advantage. 22 is not going to break through your shield, so that will miss. We'll move up to the top. Okay, unseen attacker firing upon you, Archgale. 27 critical hit.
Yeah, I don't think I can dodge that one.
All right, here comes a piercing critical. All right, maximum damage plus normal damage. Let's go ahead and calculate that real quick. All right, so that's going to be 20 plus 12 is 32, plus maximum from the shot is another 8, so 40 points of damage, Archgale. All right, so let's see. Looking at this, you are going to lose concentration on Spirit Guardians.
I have, even with that, 19.
Yep, the DC's 20 because you took 40 points of damage and you rolled at advantage. You got a 17 and a 19. You needed a 20 to succeed.
But he's on my aura.
I will, yeah, aura.
Oh, the aura is not calculated. Okay, yep, yeah, you're good. Okay, and in addition to that, their ability is to knock prone, so they're going to go ahead and set you prone. All right, next up is Caliban, currently prone in the mix of all this mess. What would you like to do?
Can I actually? I'm still prone, but but can I cast a spell while prone?
You sure can.
I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Sure, wherever you appear, keep in mind you'll still be prone.
Yep. I'm gonna appear here.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up. And I'm gonna yeet this bitch off the boat.
All right, you're trying to push her?
Yep.
All right, so you try to push her. She gets to use her strength or dex to avoid that. All right, you manage to push her into the water.
Nice.
I don't know if I have any interaction, or like free interactions, but I am going to start to try to untether the boat. So starting to undo the riggings to the dock.
You will need an
I have a
action
free
for that, unfortunately, so you
Okay.
can't do that as part of your attack. But yes, you do notice that, so it's good that you called it out.
Is there multiples? I guess I'll have multiple tie points.
There are, yes. On a quick glance, it looks like it's going to take you a couple of turns using essentially two actions to completely unmoor the boat.
Okay, perfect. So then I will action surge, and use one of them to start doing the untying.
Okay, so with that, please throw me an intelligence check.
Okay. Oops, that was the wrong thing to do there. Oh yeah, intelligence check. Right, so I'll do that. And if that's a fail, I'd like to use Bardic Inspiration, or do I gotta call that first?
Nope, you don't. Let me just double check the DC of this real quick. Okay.
Do I know how to untie a knot?
Yeah, essentially that's what this check literally is. Yeah, that's good enough. So you undo some of the knotting and you're making progress. It looks like you still have another action's worth to unmoor it.
Okay, I will move up to here to start doing that, and then I'll end my turn. Get on the boat! Get on the boat!
All right, on her turn, she's going to shadow step back on top of the boat. And
Yeah, I was thinking, didn't she just do that?
And then she's going to use her withering stare on you, Caliban. So I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy! All right, that was a short-lived celebration.
All right, you'll succeed on that. She will then follow that up with 3 attacks with her rapier, critically hitting you on the first attack.
Can I shield? I know that I still hits. Can I? But before she freezes me, can I use a shield on that to attempt to block it?
If you think for some reason that this is going to have like a really bad critical special effect, you could. The shield won't do anything against this one, but it could affect future attacks.
Exactly. I'll burn the spell slot for that.
Okay, yeah,
exactly.
go ahead and do that. All right, so you conjure the shield. She breaks through your shield, hitting you with this crit. All right, twice as many damage as normal, and the creature may only move half its movement speed on its next turn. All right, here comes that damage. Okay, that's going to be 30 points of damage to you there, Caliban. Here comes the second attack. Now you're benefiting from shield. 25. I think that's going to just hit you.
Shields +5. Yep, so it still hits me. Dang it.
All right, it's 20 more points of damage, and then a third attack. And that is going to miss. All right, move up to this guy's turn. All right, yeah, he's going to move into the Spirit Guardians. He'll succeed on the save, taking only half damage. All right, and then he's going to grapple you, Archgale. So your choice of a strength or dexterity saving throw. Okay, you will fail that.
Spend inspiration.
Okay. You will still fail that.
That's an 18.
5.
Okay, yes, my bad. That's a success. Man, this aura is super overpowered. All right. So that will be a failure. Yes, you managed to avoid that. All right, we move to Laud's turn, who's in the ethereal.
All right, so I'll appear. Can I appear on these boxes here?
Yeah,
Like
you
on top
could.
of them? All right, and then I'll move
Lord,
here.
remember what you did to the skeleton dragon?
Yeah, but I think I have another idea to get away.
And I am going to, from here, cast Wall of Force. Basically, like, right in between. I can draw this line. So it says it's 10 squares. I don't want it, like, it's snapping to the center. Let me see if I can snap it to, like, the corner or something. like here, right, to block everybody else that's chasing us plus like projectiles away.
All right, you can do that. Now
and-
keep in mind that is contiguous slabs, right, of the wall of force. So it'll go horizontally straight across, but not underneath the dock. Are you
Yeah,
following what I'm saying?
yeah, if they have to like fly over it or jump across or whatever,
Or swim under.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's fine. And it says it's 10, which I don't
Yep.
want to do like 100 feet. I would like to like double them on top of each other if I can. So like it would be like twice as tall as it normally would. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, absolutely. So you want 20 feet high by 50 feet wide.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. So let me just throw a quick drawing in here.
I like it. Cool idea.
So something like that. So it's 20 feet high and it blocks that. Is that good, or do you want it slightly different?
Yeah, but one more space in so that like I can push like this gas. Yeah. So that and it says I can choose which side people get shoved to. Like if it goes through their space. I don't think this goes through anybody's space, but the gas would be on the other side of it from us.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, you are concentrating on this, and this wall appears, and yeah, it's seemingly blocking. It's invisible to the naked eye, though. So yeah, that's you. That's what you do.
All right, get to the boat. So that was my action. Bonus actions. What do I have available here? I really don't want to like appear in front of everybody, so I am just going to bardically inspire Artem, and that will end my turn here. And then 1 sec. And then I'll see if I blink. Which I do. So I'm back into the ethereal plane.
Thank you. I can do this.
All
All right, Artem.
All right. Artem is going to cast a spell at the lady on the boat. And he's going to use Lucky to cast it with advantage. And it's a little spell called Disintegrate.
Nice.
Oh, it's a dex save. Sorry, I didn't realize. I thought it was a... Maybe they changed it. I thought it was an attack roll.
Yeah, I was thinking it was an attack plus a save. It looks like it's just a save now. Okay.
Plus 40. Holy hell.
Yeah, I honestly, so I don't spend the Lucky, obviously. Unless, I can't force, like, disadvantage on her. So, yeah,
You
I just
cannot,
don't spend
nope.
the Lucky.
All right, here comes dexterity saving throw for her. She is going to succeed on that.
Damn.
And a failed save, the target takes Okay, yeah, so you fire off this greenish ray and she ducks underneath it. It has no effect.
All right. I am going to, as my racial ability, so not spending a spell slot, gonna Misty Step onto the boat.
Okay.
And my turn.
All right, this guy will stand up from prone. And he's going to... Yeah, he's going to attack Grim. 15 will miss. 16 will miss. Then he's going to move. Grim can take an opportunity attack if he wishes.
Yes.
20 will hit. That will wound him. All right, move to the dog's turn. The dog is going to go into the ethereal and then move here and attack you, Laud.
Okay.
Oh, it's your
8.
first time finding someone else in there.
Yeah,
That
these
is-
dogs can get. The other one did it too.
That is going to miss. All right, this guy's going to move up to here. The Spirit Guardians cannot go through the wall of force. He bumps into the wall, realizes he can't go any further. All right, Grim.
Okay. Isn't the ethereal? Okay, yeah, this works. So 5, 10, 15. He's going to attack the guy who just walked away from him.
Okay.
First attack.
15 is going to miss.
He will spend inspiration to reroll that.
All right. 26 will hit. And that will kill this guy.
All right, then he's going to turn around and attack the other guy. Well, he's actually going to move first right to there and then start attacking.
All right. 15 will miss. 23 will hit. That will wound him.
I think that's really it. Yeah. All right, end turn.
Okay, Glory.
All right, this dog is in the ethereal.
That is correct. Yeah, let me go ahead and give him a pink dot
Alright.
to make that clear.
I'm going to move here and attack this ghoul.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it recklessly.
All right. 25 will certainly hit. All right, you cut him down.
Second attack on her.
All right. 12 will miss.
Pole strike.
10 will miss.
That's recklessly.
Oh, sorry, reckless. That 24 will hit. All right, you bludgeon her with the pole. All right, arrow flies, strikes into the wall, has no effect. This guy's going to come up to here and then jump off in. Whoop. Jump off into the water.
Yes.
All right, this guy is going to go into the ethereal, fly over the wall, spending 25 feet to get up top, then flying down 20 feet, so 45 feet of movement to get on top of you, Laud, and then attack you.
Okay.
14 is going to miss as it tries to bite into you. Barnaby.
All right, and I can see this dog, correct?
No, both dogs are in the ethereal.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and stabby.
Okay. 28, yeah, that'll connect.
All right, I'm going to add my free smite onto that.
All right. That will wound her.
And then now this one here is with Vex, so at advantage.
21 will connect. Wound her a second time. Okay, Archgale.
All right, I stand up from prone.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15. That is all my movement, so I will action dash.
All right, that will affect her. That will wound her.
All right, can I move diag? Well, I guess it actually doesn't matter. I'm going to be in her space anyways to fight. So, let's just go there and end my turn.
Alrighty, this guy's also going to jump off after he sees the ally struggling with this, and he will swim under the wall. This guy's going to make his way around, realizes can't get through. Another shot hits the wall. Caliban.
I can't remember. Did you say that I need 2 more rounds to untie the boat?
One more action with a successful intelligence check will unmoor the boat.
Okay, we still got a few people to load, so I will attack her instead. I've been taking
Alright.
a hell of a lot of abuse for her, so it's time for some payback. I hope. As he says, he's watching me roll some ones here, some fumbles.
That will miss.
Dun, 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 dun.
19 will connect.
Oh, come on, little sheet, you can do it. Okay, that didn't work so well. 8 damage and sap her.
Alright, that will wound her and sap her.
Let's roll.
11 will miss.
And he will. No. There's still room for one of the big boys to get in here. I will just. Actually, I'm gonna bonus action second wind because. Ow. I didn't have my turn.
All right, I'll let you go ahead and post your second wind, end your turn. All right, she is going to use her Withering Stare on Archgale. Archgale, wisdom saving throw. Oh, do we still have Archgale?
Did it not post?
I'm not seeing anything. Oh, wait. My bad. I totally missed it. Okay, yes, that's good enough. All right, then she's going to take her attacks on Caliban. So she's trying to take you down here, Caliban. So she's going to stab out with her rapier.
We really don't like each other. We didn't get off on the wrong foot. Oh,
That is
man.
right. 24 is going to connect.
Can I use my reaction to shield that so then she can use her precision strike?
You got it. That's exactly what happens. All right, she is going to go ahead and hit you for 21 points of damage. And then she'll follow that up with a second attack. That will miss. Third attack will also miss. Then she's going to use her bonus action non-spell shadow step to step over to this boat. And then continue moving. All right, this guy can't get through, so he's going to drop down into the water and then swim underneath. Okay, Laud in the ethereal next to 2 doggies. Your turn.
All right, I'll appear here. And then start running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30. And getting here, am I close enough to try to like unmoor the boat?
You sure can.
All right, so that's an intelligence check, you said?
Intelligence check, yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm not the smartest, but we'll see. Where just straight up intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm. That's good enough. So you unmoor this second rope here. The Skin Trader, the name of this vessel, it is now unmoored.
Okay. Think that is my turn. Would I know from the ethereal plane, like if I'm on the ethereal plane but I'm on the boat and the boat starts moving, would I move with it, or
No, you
am I
would
just kind of
not.
floating? Okay. So knowing that, can I optionally just choose to not blink on this round, or do I need to just
I don't
drop
think
the
Blink
spell?
lets you do that. I'm not even sure you can stop it because it's not concentration.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll just see what happens. One sec. Gotta find it. All right. Well, I'm back there, so that'll end my turn.
Thanks, little buddy.
Artem is going to walk over to Grim and say, we can't let her escape. I hate it when those of my kind betray us. Care to go for a ride?
Oh, we're gonna be back.
I'll bring us back.
Yes.
And he is going to cast Dimension Door
Okay.
to the other dock area.
Feel free to zip yourself where you want to go. I know that's got a pretty far range. And then you're upcasting, or does that automatically let you take one with you?
I think, unless it. See, I'm not
Dimension
sure if
Door,
it
yeah.
changed.
It's one willing creature.
All right, go ahead and post your dimension door just so we can make sure we've got that. We can see the spell slot burned, all that fun stuff. And where you're at now is where you want to be.
Honestly, I was thinking like middle of the area.
Put yourself wherever you want because it's got a far range, so 500 feet. Yep. All right, and then he'll appear
Okay.
next to you.
Okay. And then I will stride forward. And I don't really have a bonus action to use, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right, this creature is still in the ethereal. It is going to fly over here next to you, Laud, as you're in the ethereal, and it is going to attack you. It doesn't go into the ethereal, so it won't be affected by that.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
25 is going to hit.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that one.
All right, that's going to deal 9 points of piercing damage that bites into you. Then I'll need you to make or actually, no, you're knocked prone. Yeah, so you fall prone.
Okay.
All right, since you're now prone, it's going to activate its bonus action that only works against prone creatures. That's going to be a gut rip, so you'll take 26 points of slashing damage, and then I need a Constitution saving throw.
Did that not go through? I thought they automatically rolled. Okay, I'll just roll it.
That's for the other thing, though.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, you will
But you
succeed
do
on
want to
that.
pass that.
Yeah, you'll succeed on that. No additional ill effects. All right, this guy's also going to jump into the water. Okay, over to Grimm's turn.
Okay. Move 5 feet here. Am I able to go through these like barrel things?
Yeah, you could push through him.
Okay. 10, 15 for the flank. And first attack.
31 will hit.
It is a little late on this, but how would they know to go under or over the wall if it's invisible?
So if you notice, they're moving up against the wall trying to get through. They couldn't, and then the next turn they're going underneath. So they're essentially jumping in the water and trying, and then if it works, it works.
Okay, sure. And then
And
the one that
one of the
flew
guys-
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
17 is going to connect. That will wound her again.
Oh, I forgot. Shield bash.
All right, you try to knock her prone. And successful.
Finish her.
34 will definitely connect. And that is enough to kill her.
Check a rapier.
Good idea.
Um,
I heard that from all the way over here, Barnaby.
I was the big screamer.
Yeah, I got it. Now we gotta go back.
I will bring
And-
us back the next turn.
Sounds good. In my turn.
Okay, over to Glory.
Okay, can I hit these guys?
No,
If
so
I
they're
was, like right here?
nope. You would need a 15-foot reach based on how far down below the water they are.
Oh, okay. I will take the dodge action
Okay.
and extend my reach.
All right. Okay, so there's going to be some movement now as this person makes their way down, realizing they can't shoot through the wall. This one's going to swim underneath. All right, still in the ethereal. This guy's going to fly over to you, Laud, use his action that works against prone folks. So that will deal 10 points of slashing damage and a Constitution save. That will be a failure.
I will use inspiration to re-roll that then.
All right. Okay, that will be a success. He is then going to take his attack against you to bite you. This is at advantage since you're prone.
Okay.
18, that's going to connect.
I will shield that to make
All
it
right.
miss.
Go ahead and burn that slot, and then we move to Barnaby.
I'd like to cast a fireball. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay, over to Archgale.
Get on the boat.
Does the boat look like it's moving anywhere at all?
Very
Away?
slightly at the moment. You see this boat has both a sail and then it also has oars. There's enough room for 2 people to be oaring the vessel at any one time. So you get the impression that this vessel moves primarily between both oars and by sail.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move here then. Just like Barnaby. I like his idea, and I'm gonna take the dodge action. Yeah, dodge action, bonus action, durable.
All right, this guy is going to swim here and try to climb up. Manages to do so, so he climbs up along the dock here to get to the top. This guy is going to move up to the wall, bounce into the wall, and then jump over to the side. All right, this guy is going to make his way down. Okay, over to Caliban.
Caliban is going to, I don't know if this is one action or two. He's going to push the boat off and then grab an oar. So I want to start the paddling process, but I want to start going straight north.
Okay, so push the boat off, meaning you're trying to use the oar to hit the dock and push the boat away from the dock?
Yeah, or I don't know if I can grab the oar on this side and start paddling this side. I'm not sure whichever's viable. But I guess, yeah, I need to push off the dock first, or could I just start rowing?
I mean, you can't. Yeah, you would need to get a little bit of room if you're going to row on the right side. If you row only on one side, obviously you know you're only going to go the other way. So if you only start rowing from this side, you're going to start going hard northeast.
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody else is going to jump on the other oar. Row!
All right, so I'm going to assume you've pushed off. The boat is now 5 feet west of where it looks like it is. Everybody on the boat, you're also 5 feet west of where you look like you are. And yeah, you've got oar in hand.
Let's start trying to go north.
All right.
And I will do another second wind because, in my turn. Oops, so that. There we go.
All right, this guy is also going to attempt to climb up. He fails to do so, unable to make any progress. Okay, Laud currently prone in the ethereal.
Okay, well, I guess I'll appear here. And then,
Yeah, so just
I
quickly,
will-
FYI, I did a quick double check. I'm trying to find anything in the books that I can about ending a spell early. I'm not finding anything. The only thing I found is it said if it's concentration, you can end it early, of course. But if it's not concentration, it looks to me like you cannot end it early.
Okay, I read something about there's like you can use a magic action to dismiss it. I don't know if that's true or not, but for this turn, until we figure that out, I'm just going to heal myself. I'm going to use a 4th level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right.
Do you want us, Adam? Do you want us to, for clarity, move our tokens 5 feet left? Would that help?
No, you're good. You can stay where you're at.
And I think that's everything I'm gonna do, and I guess we'll just see if the blink happens. It does. Okay.
I think I just found what you were talking about, though. So under duration, it says time span. A duration that provides a time span specified, blah, blah, blah. While a time span spell that you cast is ongoing, you can dismiss it, no action required, if you don't have the incapacitated condition. So, yep, you're right. You can cancel it if you wish.
Okay, so could I do that now? Like
Yep.
after I took my action already? Okay,
Yep,
then
yep,
I
no
will,
action required. You can do it anytime.
okay, I'll do that now and stay on this plane and just dismiss the spell.
All right, yep. Yeah, again, finding the exact terminology in the books is pretty tough sometimes. When you said dismiss, I searched for that word, and that was the key.
Yeah, this one's weird because like most spells are concentration like this, but this one isn't. So okay.
Yep, exactly. All right, over to Artem.
Okay. Artem's going to rush up. And you can see the edge of the boat over there. So once again, he's going to activate the dimension door.
All right, and you're taking Grim with you?
Yep, taking Grim. And you said, is everyone 5 feet to the left of where they are?
Technically,
So-
but for the boat purposes, you're good.
And then Grim will be, I think, the edge right here to the right there. But I guess they're both sort of in the middle. I don't know if he could stand there or not.
Yeah,
but...
yeah, we'll put him pseudo in the middle. It makes sense.
All right, and I don't have a bonus action, so I go, let's get the hell out of here. She's dead. Oh wait, we forgot to steal her dagger. I know.
You sure did. All right, since we're at the end of time, both of these dogs don't want to get hit by the Spirit Guardian, so they're going to stay in the Ethereal. I don't think any of the creatures are going to be fast enough to be able to get to you guys. Doing a quick double check on when Barnaby's turn is. Actually, I'm going to zoom forth. Okay, Grim doing anything in particular?
Nope.
All right, we'll skip him. Glory doing anything in particular?
Help to row, I guess.
All right, so you grab the oar and you're on the other side. You can oar normally now. All right, and then we'll move. This guy's not going to be able to get there within one turn. Even if this guy climbs up, same thing. He doesn't want to go in the Spirit Guardians. Okay, so you got a 5-foot gap, Barnaby. I'm assuming your strength is high enough to cover 5 feet.
It's a 13.
All right, so you can jump 6 feet even without a running start. So good enough. We'll assume you're able to jump onto the boat. All right, with the oars readied now, you guys start moving. I'm assuming you're going to want to like lower the oar. Effectively, we are going to be out of combat. So to leave us in a good spot here, what I will say is you start oaring away from the docks, making your way away from this location and start getting out onto the Sulphur Sea proper. I would like everybody to throw me a quick perception check.
I will use my luck point to roll this at advantage.
All right.
I have one left after this.
Oh yeah, restart my character sheet.
This is a group check, so I'm just counting total number of successes. So we got 1, 2, 3, failure, 4.
I'm
Grim
assuming
will
I,
use his
I,
inspiration.
and I'll use my bardic inspiration. I'm assuming I failed, so I'll burn that. That's a D10.
Still a failure, Caliban.
Still a failure. Okay.
Failure. Okay, so at least 4 of you succeeded.
Does the aura help too? I don't know if it matters.
No, aura only helps on saving throws, not on skill checks. So this is 4 successes though out of 7, so that's still a success. So as you're a group success, I should say. So as you're making your way away from the docks, you notice about 300 feet behind you a warship on your tail heading right in your direction. And that's where we'll go ahead and pause and end our session for tonight, folks. Good session. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Had a wacky critical there, which made Caliban pretty whacked out. But other than that, good session. We'll pick up next week as this ship is chasing on your tail. We'll see where things go. Have a great night, everybody.
All right,
That
sounds
was-
good.
Awesome.
Enjoy,
Good night,
folks.
guys.
Week.
Yeah,
Yep.
good job, guys.
Bye, bro.
Thanks, Adam.